Hello, everyone.
Hey, hello.
And welcome. Yes, first of all.
If you saw us sitting at the start.
With my jaw open, staring into nothing because the banner music didn't work out first. And then it worked. Hopefully nobody noticed. If you did, I apologize. But hopefully that little intro was fun because I thought it was fun. But we're going to welcome our guests very shortly. We'll say hello to everyone who's in the chat here, hanging out with us.
Yeah.
And I guess before I do that, I'm going to bring in the guests of honor, and that is Brianna and Cory.
Woo! I loved the intro.
Oh my God.
Phenomenal. I was smiling and dancing the whole time.
Love it. I had to put some moments because I was like, there are just way too many good moments of you guys eating food. And I was like laughing at so many. So I had to put them in. And then your little popcorn dance was perfect to kind of transition, you know?
I loved it. So. I loved it.
There we go. Yes. But welcome for round 2. They're drinking out of the resort mugs. This is their second time live with us, which is so fun. We're so thankful to have you guys here. And we hope
thanks for having us again. I'm honored again.
But we're going to welcome everyone who's here in the chat. Of course, if you are not, consider subscribing to our channel and Brianna and Cory's channel. If you're just joining us for the first time or seeing them for the first time, Heidi has put all of their links in the chat. They're Brianna and Cory's YouTube and both of their Instagrams there. You can check those out and subscribe to them and follow them because they have the best stuff over there. So definitely go check them out. And we'll welcome everyone here who's here in the chat. And then we'll get this thing, going because we got lots to talk about in terms of Disney foods, which is fun. So we have Emmy here. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Elizabeth is here as well. Thanks for being here. Kyla is here. Thanks for being here. Teenage is here. Happy Travel Vlogs is here. Kay is here. Terry's here. And I love this comment. We've got theme music. Yes. Always little theme music and intros over here. Elizabeth is excited to talk about her favorite thing, Disney food. Nice. Again, come on the intro. I'm so glad that you love it. There we go.
I loved it. I think we should do that every time.
So we used to, but then I'll be honest, like
Brandon's very last minute. So
because of school, I'm so busy. And then it's like I come home from work or school.
He's
and
like,
then it's like, oh, this isn't done. So sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. So I'm gonna hold myself accountable that I will do an intro.
I loved it.
It's fun. Caden's here, Kennedy's here. Welcome. Thanks for being here, guys. And we have Haley is here. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Alex is here. Abby is here. We have who else? Sabrina. Is always late watching the lives, but happy to be on time for once. Yay. So glad you're here with us. Francesca's here and Olivia is here. Thank you, everyone, for being here. 45 friends in here. Be sure to like the stream. Like I said, consider subscribing to our channel and their channel. And we're going to talk about all things Disney food. I think we should just get right into this because I feel like we're going to have lots to say about Disney food.
Right? 100%.
Wait.
Yeah, the Disney foodies. We're ready.
Now where Cory is here.
This is like him in his prime. He's so excited.
I love it. And they got snacks. They're also so prepared.
Oh, yeah, we're also snacking.
Yep, we've got it. We were like, we're coming prepared. Yes, we're ready.
So the only way that we can do this properly on our channel, if you are new to our live streams, is they have kind of become, most often or not, this right here. And that is going to be a bracket battle. And this bracket battle is going to be one that we have never done on our channel yet. And it is going to be Disney World quick service food locations. Now, I've kept this to only ones in the 4 parks, not all of like the other places, because there'd be so many if I did resorts and water parks and Disney Springs. So maybe that could be a whole separate one, like Disney Springs and resorts or something at one.
Honestly, I love that.
But we're just going to do all 4 of the main parks. So they're all kind of randomly put in here. I don't know the matchups or the order. So again, I also haven't ate at some of these. I know you for sure haven't because I haven't. And I'm sure that they probably have ate at lots of these. So that's why that they're here. They're the experts.
Yes.
So they're gonna
it's going to be really awkward when there's one and we
all 4 of us haven't, and we're just going to have to like whip it off the cuff.
Feeling the vibes.
Exactly. And I'm also going to try to know all of the names of these. I also tried to pick pictures that show the actual place, but some of them I put some food to kind of mix it up. Does that sound good?
Yes, I'm ready for that.
I love it. We'll also just welcome the last few people that I see before we start our first matchup. Elisa is here. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Robin is here, and Evelyn. There we go. Look, they cannot wait to hear what you guys have to say. Neither can I.
We're so ready.
Let's do
I'm
this.
I'm so excited.
All right, so all of you in the chat will have a vote. I will have one. So will Heidi and Brianna and Cory. So 4 votes here, and then everyone in the chat. And we're going to pick our ultimate, I guess, quick service restaurant. Now, the kind of tough thing with this is, like, you may love one like item or something, but maybe like you'll vote as a whole. You'll vote off the vibes as well. There could be a mix of different things that you want to do, but you guys do you, and you guys in the chat do you, whatever you feel. But I'm so excited. So here we go. Our first matchup is the fish and chips place in Epcot, which is the Yorkshire County Fish Shop, and the Germany Pavilion's like little stand, I guess it is, that has beer and a pretzel Summerfest. What do you guys think?
So this one's easy for me.
Yeah.
But it hurts because like I love the grapefruit Hafenweisen from Summerfest there, but that's literally all I get there. But Yorkshire County Fish Shop pumps out one of the better fish and chips that you can eat anywhere. And I'm from Rhode Island, New England, very heavy seafood based place. I think they have the best fish and chips I've ever eaten. I think Yorkshire wins this hands down.
Yeah. I'm going to go Yorkshire too. We have had a lot of fish and chips in our day, especially from being from New England, but slight humble brag plug. We have been to England and we have had like really authentic fish and chips. And these just absolutely hit the mark. They are so crunchy, yet so light, and they're not greasy and oily. So I'm also going to go Yorkshire County Fish Shop.
The only thing Brianna doesn't like about this place is that's the birds with the long, skinny beak things. They hang out here.
So if it was on vibes alone, I would not be picking there because birds is my biggest fear. So vibes, not them, but they're my vote for food for sure.
That is too funny. I also would agree that I'm afraid of those birds. They're very freaky,
and
they never leave you alone. They're always around. I feel like that they could attack you.
They never leave you alone.
Never.
Yeah, seriously.
I'm also going to vote the same. We had this for the first time on our last trip.
It was on my list. I was like, we're doing this.
And I was honestly blown away. I was like, this is so good to me.
You were blown away.
I was. And then I thought, that is it just because I was really hungry and really wanted it like in that moment? But then looking back like at videos and pictures, like it looks really good. It like tastes very good. And I guess like in comparison to Summerfest, I feel like it's just like,
there's more to it.
Yeah, right? Maybe. And I feel like there's one on this list, a little, I guess, foreshadowing, that has a pretzel that I like more than Summerfest. So I'm going to vote for the fish shop as well. What about you?
I'm also voting for the fish shop. And surprisingly, as a picky eater,
sweep to start us off.
I actually like breaded fish and stuff like that. So I liked it. It was good. So I'm going with that one.
Love it. Yeah. Okay, let's see what everyone else has to say. It looks kind of divided, but maybe. All right. Our first vote is for T&H, voting for the Yorkshire Fish and Chips. Kennedy is voting for that pretzel. Abby is also voting for Summerfest. Kay and Kaden and Kyla, are voting for fish and chips. Sabrina is as well. So is Elisa and Happy Travel Vlogs. So is Alex. Llama Floof is here. Welcome. Is voting for Summerfest. Olivia votes for the fish shop. So does Terry and Robin and Elizabeth. Yes, it is intense with those birds for intense. Sure. We have Emmy, who's also, is also voting for the fish, which I might have already said. Maybe I should.
It's good. It's good. The fish are pretty much sweeping.
And Llama Flu says that the birds add to the ambiance.
Oh, scary!
Indeed.
Jump scare.
But I will say, if they have a good pretzel, I love a pretzel. I'm shocked I've never had this pretzel.
Yeah, I don't think we have had the pretzel.
I had the pretzel.
You had it on our very first ever trip because we.
It was right.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I feel like it's
because I wanted
we
it.
But we also talked about how you're very European.
Yeah.
And I was like, what's more European than standing in Germany with a pretzel?
I'm gonna get one, and then we did.
Yeah.
Eating fish and chips in England.
In England, yeah.
So the fish and chips is moving on. Next up, Columbia Harbor House versus Storybook Treats.
Oh, okay.
I guess that I could kind of help out people to my knowledge. Yeah. So
I'm like, what?
The Columbia Harbor House has like clam chowder and lobster rolls and that kind of stuff.
Where
right?
Is that?
It's by Haunted Mansion, sort of.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Mansion, yeah.
And then Storybook Treats has all of your classic like the cones that you love and those kind of things.
The cones.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Anybody have any strong feelings here to kick this off?
I do.
Feels though we
I
already
do.
have ours. Guaranteed.
I'm going Columbia Harbor House.
Mhm.
I think Columbia Harbor House is, if not first, like top 2 quick services in Magic Kingdom. They have this like fish sandwich with this like coleslaw on a like a pumpernickel bun, and it is so good and so refreshing and so light on a hot day. So I'm going Columbia Harbor House. I do like Storybook Treats, but Columbia Harbor House takes it for me.
And just to piggyback off, I'm Columbia Harbor House as well, going off of that sandwich, but they have this like fried platter where it's a hush puppy, shrimp, the fish, and then the chicken tender with the fries. And it's so crispy, but like it's not like oily or you feel gross after eating it. And it's so good.
So
I get
good.
it all the time.
I love it.
Nice.
What about you?
Okay, well, I haven't eaten at that place, so I'm not gonna. I ate at the ice cream place, so I'm gonna vote for that. But to be fair, I really like when they have the like special edition cones. Those always
do love
really
a
good.
cone. You love
Yeah,
a cone.
so that advertisement, it's great, and I always go for that. So
Yeah. I don't know why, because I think the only reason that we don't have Columbia Harbor House is every time all of the people that we're with and us too just go, it is too hot for like a clam chowder. But now
No, you
knowing,
don't get that.
You don't get the clam
I know.
chowder.
No, you can't get that.
yeah, but I was gonna say, but I didn't know that they have other good options. Now I know.
Oh my God,
so
delish.
many good options.
Honestly, this is one of our favorite places in
we'll
MJ.
have to add
Oh,
that
yeah.
to the list.
I'm adding it down because someone suggested that on my program to kind of like add on the video that I'm going to do where it's going to be all of the things at Disney that I've never done
Well,
to
there's gonna
eat
be a
at
lot of
different
food
places,
there.
but I'm not going to eat at every place. But I'll pick a few that I haven't done, and this
Yeah.
could be a
Yeah.
good one here for me.
I think you'd really like the sandwich because
Absolutely.
I think the flavor is good and it's not like you said to your point. I also don't want clam chowder when it's 105,
And
but the sandwich
also-
is good.
And also, what's insanely nice is that there's so much space inside.
Yeah,
for
always a
seating.
seat.
So if you need an air conditioned moment while eating,
That's where
great
you go.
spot to go.
There we
Nice.
go. Well, I'm going to vote for Storybook Treats though because I've never had it, so I can't. I feel like that I can't vote for it.
fair.
You can't
That's
vote for
fair.
it.
That's
Yeah, you
fair.
can't. You got to go Storybook.
So, let's see what everyone else has to say. I think this one's also kind of split.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Where are we? Kennedy says Storybook Treats. T&H is voting for Harbor House. Alex is voting for the Treats. So is Terry. Llama Floof says that the second level of Columbia Harbor House is peak Disney. Never been up
Yes,
there.
you can look out at Haunted Mansion and out over the entire like river through the windows.
I'm a
There
floof.
we go.
That's
I
cool.
love it. Ashley, welcome. Thanks for being here. Is voting for Storybook. So is Abby, mostly because they're allergic to half the stuff in Columbia Harbor House.
Oh,
That
that
is a
totally
very
makes sense,
valid-
Abby.
yeah,
Yeah,
makes
you go for Storybook Treats.
Robin is voting for Columbia Harbor House. Loves the shrimp. Sabrina votes for Storybook Treats. Evelyn and Kay vote for Harbor House. Caden also is voting for Storybook because he's never had Columbia Harbor House. Elisa votes for Harbor House. So does Justine. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Kyla is also Team Harbor House. Haley is Team Harbor House. Emmy is voting for Storybook Treats. Happy Travel Vlogs is voting for Harbor House. So is Elizabeth, and Jordan says that Food Network Cory is spitting facts.
Yep.
Love it.
Nice.
Love it. What's our
This one
winner,
was
Heidi?
pretty close, but it's the Harbor House.
By a few votes.
Honestly, I was
I
sweating.
was getting
I was
nervous.
sweating a little bit.
Almost getting nervous.
So that is going to move on. Next up, we have Pecos Bill
Oh,
and Backlot Express,
Hmm.
which are both that we have had, Heidi. Just to
yeah,
for
I
anyone out
know.
there.
I know. Thank you.
You guys go first.
Do you want to kick it off? Because okay,
I don't know.
but I want to preface this by
Okay.
saying we've had Pecos Bills
no,
one time.
I've had it more than once.
Well, okay,
You've had it twice.
I've had it once.
How did I have it twice?
I have no idea. I had it one time.
Okay.
And it wasn't great that one time, but people rave about it. And I know that you guys like it because I saw like in your vlog that you had it.
A lot of people like.
But we just, I think, had a bad
Well,
batch or something.
I don't.
But
know.
I can also say the same at Backlot that
Yeah,
I've
I
had a
don't really
bad
like-
batch of Backlot.
Oh,
I
yeah.
had my program had a chicken tender that I swear was like
Cartilage.
cartilage. and I was so I took
I
a
would
bite.
have had probably a nervous breakdown.
Yeah. Just gross. Just gross. I just can't even think about
No
it.
words.
Because like my teeth went into it and they bounced up and I was like, oh, this is no good. But
That's rough.
I love the
That's
Wookie Cookie a lot from there.
Oh, true.
Okay.
So that's kind of tough. I'm going to vote for Backlot only because, again, Pecos Bill, I feel like is probably more different. I just didn't have a good experience that one time, so I should retry it to see if I like it.
I'm gonna say, even though I'm like a Pecos Bill, like I feel like hater, I'm still gonna pick Pecos Bill over Backlot Express because I feel like Backlot, like there's not a lot.
There's not a lot to it. I just like the Wookie cookie. That's my rationale.
But the Wookie cookie's not carrying enough. Where I have to put some respect on Pecos Bill's name because I know that it's better than I perceive it to be. So I'm gonna vote for Pecos.
Love it.
Okay, I'm gonna vote Pecos Bill. However, to be honest, I feel like every time we go, it's getting a little bit worse and worse.
For Brianna, I tend to stick to what I like.
I think that, and I saw in the comments too, we've never been to Disney pre-COVID, and they had this used to be a thing where there was a toppings bar. And I feel like if that was still there, this would be like a night and day different experience. So I am going to vote for Pecos Bill because I do like to get the nachos there. However, I do think that a lot of their stuff is a little bit greasy at times if you go at like the wrong time of day.
Or you order a certain
So like when you said, Brandon, you were like, I went and I didn't have a great experience. Like I'm actually not surprised. Like we have gone a lot.
That was our first experience.
And we've had a lot of not good experiences. But when we're in that area and just want like a taco, that's where you're going, right? And Backlot Express is just like, to your point, cartilage chicken tenders. So I'm gonna vote Pecos Bill, but it's on my list to try the Wookie cookie. We've never tried
I
that.
didn't even know that was a thing.
It's like a whoopie pie that looks like chewy.
It's a whoopie pie. I love whoopie pie.
It's like 2 big oatmeal cookies with icing and a little Chewbacca strap.
Yeah, it's so cute.
It's so
like
good.
So cute. We've never been.
That's gonna be a thing.
Yeah, so cute. Yeah.
I'm gonna vote Pecos Bill as well. So yes, I agree. They are either hit or miss. The first time we went was an absolute miss. I got the trio tacos, and literally it was just like a waterfall of just grease pouring out of this thing. Absolutely gross.
Yeah.
But then I've been getting the like shredded, like, was it chicken bowl with like the rice and the veggies?
It's like the pork carnitas.
Pork carnitas, thank you. Oh my God, that thing is so good. It's so filling. It's so light. It's fresh. And I think that's great. So I've gone that the past 3 times I've gone, and I love it. And it's one of their better menu items. So I don't tend to stray away with something that's good. But yeah, I'm going with Pecos Bill here.
There we go. That's good. All right, let's see what everyone else has to say. First, I'm just going to pull this up because it popped up here. The Llama Floof is just throwing shade.
Wow.
Already.
The dagger.
Yeah. We can't be called Disney foodies while we have not had the Wookie cookie. I'll make sure that on our next trip, whenever it is that we decide to book, it will be the first thing that we get.
We should trademark cartilage tendies. I think that's hilarious.
Yeah.
I was going to say, that is so gross, but it's sadly
true. It's valid.
I did vote for it because of the Wookie cookie, but I can't believe that I voted for cartilage tendies over tacos.
Yeah.
All right, we have a vote for Pecos from T&H. Llama Floof agrees with me. The Backlot Express for Wookie cookie alone. Evelyn votes for Backlot. So does Elizabeth as well for that Wookie cookie. Really carrying so far.
Wow,
Kennedy votes for Pecos Bill. Yes, as Caden said about the topping bar, that would have been a game changer. I fully am with you. I think that would be.
We were there. We ate there.
Did we before?
Yes.
No, I don't think that it
did.
Was it really?
We went to the topping bar.
Oh, I don't remember.
Whoa.
Sorry. Everything gets lumped into me sometimes.
I'm gonna go watch the vlogs. We'll go watch it
back. We have Abby voting for Pecos Bill. So is Kyla. Jordan votes for Backlot. So does Justine. Sabrina votes for Pecos. Llama Floof says, I kind of hope a beignet shop just replaces Pecos Bill. Wow.
I would love that.
There we go. Ashley votes for Pecos. Happy Travel Vlogs as well votes for Pecos. Emmy votes for Pecos. Kay votes for Backlot Express. Sheridan, welcome. Thanks for being here. Votes for Pecos Bill. Robin votes for Pecos. So does Terry. Elisa has had neither. That's okay. That's okay. Lindsay votes for Pecos. So does Alex. And yes, more just about the cartilage tendies, not the cartilage tendies and cartilage tendies. Stick that on a t-shirt. Which is moving on, Heidi.
Pecos Bill, Pecos
Bill, as it should. Right. There we go. Pecos Bill moving on. Next up, the ABC Commissary versus Pizza Fari. I love ABC Commissary. I just have to say that.
Honestly, ABC Commissary is so good.
So good.
Thank you.
So
Heidi always throws shade
on his last trip for the first time.
This is my second time having ABC Commissary.
So good.
I love my little buffalo chicken grilled cheese. I sit there with my like steak frites, I think they're called.
Yep.
Delish.
So good. Yep.
I'm voting for ABC Commissary easily here. Pizza Fari is probably just pizza. I've never ate there, but ABC has some variety. I like the tacos there too. I think it's good.
I'm voting for ABC as well. I don't hate it. It's just funny to me that you love it so much.
Because it's good. Like, who doesn't like a grilled cheese and buffalo chicken dip when you put it together?
Exactly.
Well, I love it. Anyway, Brianna and Cory, what about you guys?
You took my answer.
You
You took my description. It's ABC Commissary for me just because of that buffalo chicken sandwich, grilled cheese thing. So good.
I am also going ABC Commissary for the same reason, the buffalo chicken grilled cheese sandwich. The vlog will be coming in like another week or so, but we tried this for the first time on this past trip. And when I tell you there could not have been a better buffalo taste to cheese ratio, it was not too hot. It was not too not buffalo. And you got to dip it in the side little buffalo if you wanted a little more. And I even got a little ranch packet and was like doing some dipping in the ranch. Like, and the steak fries, like you can only get those there really because unless you find like a shoestring. So let me tell you, ABC Commissary's got my vote.
There we go.
Nice.
See, look, I'm not crazy. ABC Commissary.
That buffalo grilled cheese is a 10 out of 10 in studios. Like one of the best things the park has.
Let's also be fully transparent here. We have not eaten at Pizza Fari.
I don't plan on it either.
We don't plan on it.
I don't ever plan on it.
No, never will. Also, ABC has a lot of good seating. It's all like indoors.
That's true.
Love that.
Perfect. I also love how I think that I went there 3 times like during my program, and I sat kind of when you go to like the right, and then like the left, it's like in the back somewhere. And I sat there and I remember that I was the only one there. And then they put up like a VIP little thing for like a reserved seating, but it's because people were coming there after. And I was like, oh, this is so weird. And I went over and I said, oh, I'll just move. And she goes, it's okay. So I sat there and then I'm sure people thought, who is this person?
Who is that guy?
A reserved thing all by himself. I felt so silly, but I love ABC Commissary. Yes, more about the chicken. It was very chickeny.
Yuck.
Not good. Kennedy votes for ABC Commissary. So does Kaden and TNH and Kyla and Evelyn. A lot of ABC so far. Lindsay and Ashley and Kay, they're all on the same. Oh, this might be a sweep. Who knows? Elisa is voting ABC. Abby votes for ABC. So does Emmy and Sabrina and Haley as well. Elizabeth, Robin and Justine and Terry and Jordan. All voting for ABC Commissary. And Tim is here from the Magic Kingdom.
Tim.
Wow.
Tim.
Thanks,
wow,
thanks for being here. And Llama Floof, are you voting for Pizza Fari just to stir it up? Maybe. Deserves at least one vote. Oh, and Tim is voting for Pizza Fari. There we go. Llama Floof does not love a sweep. If no one knows this, that's a thing. So that's okay.
Maybe Llama Floof likes it though.
Maybe. True. Sorry to call you out, Llama Floof. If it's just like the best pizza ever, and we haven't tried it, I probably still won't go, but that's okay.
It's definitely not.
ABC Commissary is moving on. Next up, we have this one's weird because so I put in the 3 little like restaurants that are over down Sunset that are kind of all together. I didn't want to put them all by themselves because they're kind of like smaller with just like burgers.
Yeah, Catalina Eddie's, Fairfax Fair, Rosie's All American, the line.
Yeah. Yep. So they're all lumped into one. And then we have Tamu Tamu as well from Animal Kingdom. What are you thinking?
I haven't eaten at any of these places.
The Rice Krispie treat the whole time, every time.
The Rice Krispie treat?
Like, honestly, I don't think I've eaten at either of these places.
Yep. Yes, we have.
Oh wait. Well, we had the whatever thing during the Christmas party from the Rose thing.
Right.
Nope.
Yes, wasn't that one of the?
It was
treats
not from the
the
Christmas party. It was from just standard park hours. We've also made our own makeshift chili cheese fries there.
Oh,
we have. That's a hack I can share. Tamu also I think has good breakfast, but that's I don't think we've actually ever eaten there. It's been on the list, but I don't actually think we've ever eaten there. So my vote, I'll go first. I'll share. I'm going to go first. My vote is going to be for the Sunset Boulevard Triage.
Yeah.
And the reason why is because at Fairfax Fair, they have one of my favorite desserts, and it is the Enchanted Rose. It's like a dark chocolate, black cherry currant mousse that looks like a rose with like a cookies and cream fluff on the side. And it is so unbelievably good. So I'm going to vote for that solely on that dessert. And in addition, if you go to Rosie's All-American and order a side of French fries and then a side of chili and a side of cheese, you can make your own like $5.50 chili cheese fries, and they are to die for.
Look at that, the
I
hacks.
remember the Enchanted Rose dessert, but I don't remember. I'll be honest, I don't think I was like I wasn't as much of obsessed with it as her.
Oh, I loved it.
I am going to vote with the Hollywood Studios triage for the sole fact of just the seating and the people watching, and it's just a good place to sit.
Yeah,
I'm voting here for that reason.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm also with you on that. I haven't like really ate at like a lot of these at all either. I think at Tamu Tamu, I had like a breakfast, like sausage
is that the one
biscuit.
that you accidentally had from the wrong place?
I think so, but maybe because I know that me and Sarah had it like on my program, and it was like it's kind of at the corner, I think, by where like
on the way to Everest.
No, is it?
Yeah, like
I don't
maybe
know.
not right beside Everest.
Anyway, somewhere over there, and it was good. But I'm gonna vote for the little trio because I had like this little cookie that had like a phantasmic little chocolate thing on it, and it was like a peanut butter and jam kind of cookie sandwich. Ew. And it was really, really good.
Yeah, it looked like the billboard.
Yeah. So I'm gonna vote for that. Yeah, because of the phantasmic little cookie.
I'm just gonna go with the crowd and vote for the two.
That's funny. So we'll see what everyone else has to say. Again, a lot of these I think are kind of like random little things. Sometimes maybe don't have like a lot to them, but hopefully there'll be some that are like, again, maybe we've eaten at before, but I know that it's kind of like on first glance, maybe you've eaten there before, but you're like, oh, like I don't really know that place. But then maybe it's like, oh, then it clicks after. So
yeah, because you said you didn't eat there.
I know, but then I did. Exactly. Let's see. We have Kennedy voting for Sunset Trio. So is Caden because of the waffle cone bowls are so good.
Yeah, those are new.
There you go. T&H is voting for Rosie's. Emmy's voting for Tamu Tamu. Elizabeth is voting for Sunset. Robin has never eaten at either of these. That is okay. Kyla votes for Tamu Tamu. So is Elisa and Llama Floof. And Terry's voting for Rosie's. Lindsay's voting for the Sunset Trio. So is Justine. Llama Floof says I have to broaden my horizons. I do. I feel like that. Okay. I've said this before. I feel like that I kind of am in like the middle of like broadening horizons. I feel like what I like, but then sometimes I will go try different things, but it depends who I'm with. If I'm with Heidi, we usually stick pretty to the same stuff.
Pretty straight and narrow.
But sometimes we eat at different places.
We do. But for example, we had Yak and Yeti one time, which I just loved it so much. And you
put me into a crisis.
Yeah. So then I was like, oh, this will never happen again because we're not going to come here because Heidi doesn't like it. So
now you go with other people.
Exactly. So that's kind of my thing. So maybe this time when I'm down there for the summer, I'm gonna really broaden my horizons and try different things. Who knows? You know what I mean?
That's smart.
Love it.
We have some more votes for Tamu Tamu from Sabrina. Where am I at here? Tim's voting for the Sunset Trio. Elisa says this game is giving me new places to try, and I love it. There you go. And Sheridan votes for the Sunset Trio for the Enchanted Rose and good boba tea.
So good.
Love it. All right. Which one's moving on, Heidi?
The Sunset one.
Sunset Trio. Mm-hmm. All right. Next up, we have Zuri's Sweets, which is just like a little, I guess, a kind of confectionery of the animal kingdom.
Okay.
Going up against Gaston's Tavern, which is where you can get your LeFou brew and a cinnamon roll. What do you guys think?
Do you want to start or me? Well, I guess you just put a snack in. So we tried the cinnamon roll on this last trip, and I know people are going to come for me.
Speak for yourself. Don't speak for me.
I said I was going to say me. Where I thought it was really good, and I think the cinnamon roll was delicious. I am a texture person sometimes when I eat, and I find the cinnamon roll to be really doughy. I find it very like sticky at times. So for that sole purpose, I'm going to go with Zuri's Treats because I love getting the one time that I have been, or like the few times, one time that we went, I got a Mickey churro marshmallow, and it was like one of the best little hybrid treats ever. So I'm going for Zuri's Treats. That is probably a hot take, but I didn't really love the cinnamon roll.
Where I am going for Gaston's because of the cinnamon roll. I love how doughy it is. I love how sticky it is. I love the icing. I'm annoyed we didn't get it with extra icing. Didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah.
Literally wrap me and put me to sleep in that roll if you want.
It's just like
Gaston's.
I feel like I have to do more work just to like get it down.
Watch the first vlog, day one of me just salivating.
Corey, like the whole thing, I barely ate it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also gonna vote for Gaston's because I'm the same as Cory. I love like an undercooked, doughy kind of vibe. Because I think I like the middle of a cinnamon roll, and if the whole cinnamon roll can be like that, I'm here for that. So, and we got it the one time with extra icing because someone told us that, which I didn't know that you could, and it was great because you could just kind of dip it in the extra icing.
Yeah, because they put it on the side, right?
Yeah. And I also think that, like, I don't know, like if I'm wrong, but we like we kind of tasted like a mapley. Remember, like it was kind of like a mapley. Remember?
The cinnamon?
Yeah. I don't know if that was just me making that up in my head that happened, but I feel like that it was a really good flavor that I liked, and it was a good cinnamon roll.
I don't really remember that much, but I remember it was good enough because I ate it. So I think I'll vote for that one. Though I will say I don't love the taste of LeFou's brew.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We've only had it once though, I think. Have you guys had that before?
I've never had it. People say it's like a frozen apple juice or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it has like a marshmallow.
It almost is like cider
foam or something. Yeah.
I don't know.
Interesting.
I don't think that like fits the vibe.
I don't want to be in a cider mood in like a Florida heat, like how you are with Columbia Harbor House with chowder. I don't think cider in that heat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting.
And I also don't know if a good pair is like a super sweet cinnamon roll with a super sweet apple juice.
Which I feel like that's what we did.
And it was like, ooh, wow, but it was still good. Anyway, let's see what the chat has to say.
Yeah.
Where am I at here? Okay, Lindsay votes for Gaston's. So does Evelyn and Ashley, and Happy Travel Vlogs, and Kyla with the extra icing. There we go. Cory now knows the extra icing. Love it. Savannah votes for Gaston's. Elisa and Kay as well. Emmy. Oh, maybe wait. Did I miss Emmy's vote, or was it already? Or maybe here's something else. I saw Gaston's and didn't. Look at Zuri's and was like, I don't care what the other option is. I'm picking Gaston's. There we go. Tim as well for Gaston. So is T&H and Kennedy and Robin and Jordan and Sabrina and Elizabeth and Kaden, which Kaden says they have good sandwiches. Didn't even know they had sandwiches.
They do. It's like on a pretzel bun. And I saw it in like a photo. It's like it looked almost like a ham and cheese or ham Swiss something on a pretzel bun. And the top of the pretzel bun had like melted cheese on it.
Oh, wow.
Interesting. Yeah. McKenna votes for Gaston's. So is Sheridan is also voting Gaston's. Terry. Oh, am I pulling? Some of these come in again, maybe.
No, you're good.
I'm good. Kyla votes for Gaston's, and so does Jordan and Abby with a comment saying, Gaston's, but go off. There you go.
Yeah. I literally said in the vlog, I was like, why are you smiling so big? And it's because Cory's like one of his favorite desserts is a cinnamon roll.
Oh, it's so good.
So.
And llama floof.
But it's not a sweet.
It's not?
No, Brianna voted for the other one.
Oh, yeah.
Also, I have a Disney if you're listening. Hear me out. You know how Maurice has the popping machine, which is the popcorn stand? That popcorn stand should be a specialty popcorn stand because he was like the scientist. So I believe that it should have like 2 or 3 different styles of popcorn with like 2 or 3 different like seasonings to put on it. And I think that would be a really fun touch because he was like the science man. So Disney, if you're listening, I think that could be a fun little touch.
There we go. And you're being crowned the new llama floof.
Preventing the sweep.
Wow.
Honestly, even though you dragged me through the mud before, I'm honored.
That is so funny. All right, next up, we have Pinocchio Village house going up against Restaurantosaurus.
Okay.
The Animal Kingdom, which again I think is just like burgers and different things, and then Pinocchio Village House is like the pizza flatbreads.
Yeah, flatbreads
kind of stuff. Which I know you love, Heidi.
Yeah, I like it, but I feel like it's my like savior at Magic Kingdom because there's not a lot of food options, and I'm like, I know I can count on some pizza. So my vote's gonna go with Pinocchio, but I also haven't eaten at
Restaurantosaurus. No, me neither. What about you guys? What are you thinking?
We have not eaten at either of these, but correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't Pinocchio's the one that has the seating that overlooks the start of It's a Small World? Yeah. So for that reason, I'm choosing that one because I like that touch.
Yep. There you go.
Yeah, it's fun.
So, oh no, you go first. I'm currently looking at the menu.
You're good. I'm also going to go for Pinocchio's because I think that it is just, even if it is just like a flatbread, like I actually do think that they are pretty good. Yep. And I do like that if you can sit over there, like, and you can see that, I think it is fun.
Peek through, yeah.
And I feel like that, like a Disney quick service burger, I feel like there's like a few places that I would go to get it because like at that park, I would rather go there. I feel like at this park, there's 2 other places that we would rather eat. So we don't ever go here.
Wait, what?
Animal Kingdom.
Oh, you didn't say that.
Sorry. I think that there's
more options.
2 other places that we would go to over this as a quick service.
There's like a million other places.
I know, but I'm saying 2 specifically that we always go to. Yeah. So I feel like that we don't really ever try new things, and especially wouldn't if it's just like a burger and fries.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm gonna go. I'm sorry, but I'm going Restaurantosaurus because I feel like I've heard so many mixed reviews from Pinocchio Village House that the flatbreads are just not good, but that's just like what I've heard from some, not all, but some. And I'm looking at Restaurantosaurus's menu, and I feel like they have just a more fun option. I love the fact that you can get chicken nuggets here, chili cheese fries here. They have all different kinds of burgers here, which I love.
Yep.
So I'm going to go Restaurantosaurus, and they also have a S'moresaurus shake, which I need to have. So I feel like you can't get milkshakes in the parks. So the idea that you can get a milkshake here is, the vibes sound high to me. So Restaurantosaurus for me.
I like it. Look at this. Kyla says that you're shaking the table tonight. Being different. I like it.
Yeah.
Let's see what everyone else has to say. Where am I at? Oh, look who's here.
Caitlin.
Magically Caitlin is here. Welcome. Thanks for being here, buddy. I also just have to say that in like her most recent vlog, when I watched back us laughing, Caitlin, everybody, if you haven't seen it, please go, because I just think it's so hilarious that we're just...
I laughed so hard when I watched it. Like I was eating my lunch and I had so much joy from you both having so much joy.
And I loved like I think that 2 people commented like this is what happens when you leave these 2 together. And I'm like, this is so funny because it's just so anyway. Evelyn is voting for Pinocchio Village House. So is Kay, and Emmy and Abby and Lindsay. Kennedy is the same because of the Small World window. Oh, there we go. T&H thinks that Resto is awful. Interesting. Maybe we'll have to try and report back.
Hey.
Oh, look, there we go. Shout out to the S'mores milkshake.
Oh, okay.
Kyla votes for Village House. So does Caden, for all of the vibes, the signs, the Small World, the balcony, all that stuff. Jordan as well votes for Pinocchio. So is Robin and Ashley and Happy Travel Vlogs and Elisa, all voting for Pinocchios. Yes, but for names, Restaurantosaurus is a really good name. I love it. Sheridan votes for Pinocchio. Llama Floof has made so many besties from the Small World window. I love that for you. Terry votes for Pinocchio. So is Sabrina and Justine. And Tim votes for Restaurantosaurus. And Francesca needs some vegetarian options.
Side note, that is it that cast member store that can't you buy the pizzas?
Yeah, so at Cast Connection, you can buy like full out
the frozen pizzas.
From here, from Pinocchio's flatbreads, which is very funny.
I feel like that should mean it's bad. If it's not made fresh, I think that's really just right.
Am I just exposing Pinocchio's now that it's like frozen?
I think everyone's vote should literally be changed.
Can we all just speak the elephant in the room? That restaurant Dinosaurus, whatever restaurant this name is no longer going to be a thing because they're putting Indiana Jones land.
Honestly, I could go for some arepas or something better. So it'll be extinct, get it? But I'm gonna go for it.
Oh, fun play on words there.
I love it, Brianna. You're so creative. And Liz and Riley are voting for the flatbreads at Pinocchio's as well. But very random thing that they do sell them at Cast Connection. I totally forgot about that.
I remember.
And they also sell chicken tenders, which are probably from Backlot Express.
Probably.
This is wow. Well,
mind-blowing news. But Pinocchio's is moving on.
You should buy it and then see how it tastes at home.
I don't know. I think
I don't know. We eat frozen pizza.
I know, but I think that they were pretty expensive. From
you
there,
said it was $15 for a bunch of them.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Interesting. I also think that when you can see the calorie count on them, you then go, "Oh no, I'm good." You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's different when you're walking 20,000 steps a day.
I eat a 2,000 calorie Chipotle order. It's fine.
Well, that's true. Yeah. I mean, Cory's like takes a child home.
That's true. Calories don't count. Pinocchio's is moving on. Next up, we have, this is the little Norway, little quick service, little bakery spot. I forget the name. I should have put a picture of the name. Versus the Tangerine Cafe in Morocco. And I've never ate at the Tangerine Cafe, but boy, let me tell you, the two treats pictured in that picture on the left, school bread and that little crinkla, I could eat those all day long.
Brandon's obsessed with school bread.
School bread is so, it's either you like it or you don't, and I love it.
I think school bread is catastrophe.
Because you don't like coconut.
No, but also I thought it was just dry. Oh, I didn't like it. No.
It's very weird.
I don't know why that I love it so much. But I also love that thing below, that little crinkla thing. I had that for the first time, and that's pretty good.
That is like chewing wallpaper paste.
Yeah.
Clearly, I just have a different palate.
Yeah.
I'm raving about these two dry things, I guess.
Yeah. I'm glad that we're here to actually give the maybe some other options. I'd like to go first.
Okay.
And I don't know if we've eaten necessarily at Tangerine Cafe. However, I think that we have during a lot of Flower and Garden. Cory and I always eat in Morocco during Flower and Garden, and their food is so incredible.
And it's out of Tangerine Cafe. It's so good.
So I'm going to vote Tangerine Cafe. Also, if you're ever looking for like a little quiet 15-minute moment, going into Tangerine Cafe, it's air conditioned, it's cold, all the beautiful, colorful tile in there and Morocco inspired is great. And I do enjoy the school bread. I wish that the dough was a little bit more of, I think it would be better if it had more of like a croissant feel versus a very thick, like
bread.
Thicker bread. Yeah. And I remember Cory and I getting that like chocolate drizzled pretzel looking thing. And we were so excited. And I remember taking a bite of it and was like, I could sit here and chew on this one piece of cardboard from now until tomorrow. And I just quite literally hated it. But I love to go there and get a Viking coffee. So
the Viking coffee's good. Yes.
I'm going to go Tangerine Cafe. Would you agree with Tangerine Cafe?
Without
all right.
doubt.
You two can vote now. We're Tangerine Cafeers.
I don't like school bread, but yeah, and then I haven't really had anything else from there that is like exceptional. So
that's fair.
I'll vote.
You also might like the Tangerine Cafe.
I'm gonna vote for that one
because
I feel like
kebabs and different things.
I
think that you would like that maybe more so.
Yeah, you can have your school bread.
I guess that I'm just in the like massive minority here on that. I don't know. I don't know what it was about school bread, but I had it with that like that Viking coffee, and it was so good.
So the Viking coffee is next level. It's so good.
Amazing. So
Brandon, don't feel bad because I think in just our small group you're in the minority, but I think there's a vast majority of people
that would pick that love that school bread. People love that school bread. Yeah.
All right. Where are we at here? I also love this name, Indiana Jonesosaurus.
Oh, Disney, if you're listening.
You're listening. Okay, Jordan's kicking us off with the crinkla. So is Evelyn with the Norwegian treats. We have another vote from Emmy for the Crinkla Cafe all the way. Kennedy as well. Kyla wants to know, what is school bread? It's kind of like a savory, like you said, like a thicker bread with like a custard in the middle and then coconut. Mm-hmm. Right? Kind of sums it up.
Yep.
And it's kind of custard that would be in like a Boston cream donut is I think why that I like, because I love that so much. Savannah votes for Norway as well. Liz also votes for that because of the Christoph coffee. Riley says this one's a tough one. There we go. So hard. School bread's amazing. There we go, Emmy. Lindsay votes for the Crinkla. Justine votes for Tangerine Cafe. Elisa votes for the Crinkla. But everyone needs to try the mint tea from Tangerine. Interesting. Mm-hmm. Love it. T&H and Riley are voting for the Crinkla, the Norway Pavilion. Sabrina is as well. I also love this. Kyla says, oh my Lord, these descriptions are sending me. That is so funny. Marissa, welcome. Thanks for being here. Votes for the Crinkla. Caden has not had school bread. That's okay. Maybe this coming summer we can have some school bread. Terry votes for Tangerine Cafe. So does Kay. Sheridan votes for Norway because the Christoph coffee is one of the their favorite coffees in Disney, and I'm a school bread fan. School bread fans unite. Elizabeth votes for the Tangerine Cafe for the ambiance. So does Robin. Llama Floof votes for the Norwegian place. Francesca says, OMG, you had me at custard filling. And look who's entered the building.
T-Squiggle.
Drum roll, please. T-Squiggle.
T-Squiggle.
I feel like that T-Squiggle needs like a rap beat because that's their rap name. So they need like a, like a little beatbox thing. Look, a new aunt.
Oh, congrats.
Love it.
Oh, congratulations. I love being an aunt. It's the best job in the world.
Amazing. Congratulations.
And then their neighbor ambushed them as they were getting out of their car. And there we go. Perfect ratio for the school bread. So what's moving on? The Norwegian.
Yes.
Norwegian treats. Next up, we have, the little like Paris little bakery thing at the back with like the bread, the treats, all that stuff versus Flame Tree barbecue. Kind of an interesting matchup because they're both very different. I will say that I loved, which was in the intro, I had a little baguette from there. And the baguette is so freaking good. And I know it's just bread, but it is just like, and I don't know, something about it. Yeah. I also like it back there. There's like that little kid cot to trade pins. I just like the whole vibe back there. But Flame Tree, I feel like is one of those things that we really, really love. So I'm going to vote for Flame Tree because I love a good mac and cheese. I love pulled pork. I love onion rings. I love that whole combo. And I do like, even though it's all like outdoor seating, I like how you can go down by the water and can see those little boat flotillas go by. I really, really do love that.
Yeah, I agree with that. Flame Tree is one of my favorites, if not my favorite place to eat.
There you go.
Yeah. So I'm voting for it.
What about you guys?
We had a not so thrilling experience at Flame Tree Barbecue.
Yeah.
But we've only had it once. And so similar to you with Pecos, it's the one, we can't define it as that, but we had it late in the day. We feel as though it's just like the last thing's coming out. It was
really bad.
It was rough. It was rough. Like,
and I was disappointed.
I had the ribs. They were literally like stringy, dry.
Yeah, they were bad.
Not good situation.
And I had the mac and cheese.
Not good. I'm voting for, I don't know what the name of it, the France Pavilion
baguette.
Yeah. So good, that baguette. Lovely.
Yeah. I'm going to go for the bakery in France as well because, when we went to Flame Tree, we had a really bad experience. And I was so disappointed because everyone raves about it. And so we're hoping for the future to try it again and maybe catch it on a better day because I don't know if it's in the bracket, but I believe that 8 Spoons Cafe has the best pulled pork mac and cheese. It's a little hole in the wall. And the pulled pork jelly donut sandwich, it's way better than Flame Tree in my opinion. It's half the price. The portion's better. The macaroni and cheese is fresh baked. But I'm going with the bakery because the baguette is incredible. We just tried that for the first time on this trip. And the macaron with the raspberry filling. We got those 2 little things and sat in the France Pavilion. And I was like, the vibes are absolutely next level. So I'm going with bakery in France.
So good.
There you go. I will say that we had one time, which we talked about, I think, like a little bit before coming on here, was we had Flame Tree one time, and I think that you didn't
I didn't love it as much.
Which I think that it also was a later in the day, and it was kind of like a really greasy meat or something.
But all I'll say is I've only ever had the pulled pork mac and cheese. I don't ever get anything else. So I believe that. I believe what you're saying, that some of the other stuff probably isn't even worth getting. Yeah.
And I also could be wrong, but I think that Flame Tree is a restaurant that's not like a Disney owned restaurant. I think that it's like a third party person that does Flame Tree.
Oh, wow.
Because I know that I had a couple cast member people that I knew that like worked there, and they said that it wasn't kind of like the same kind of process, I guess, or something. I could be totally wrong, but maybe that's just in my memory. But now that I know that like there's a little hole in the wall that has mac and cheese, that's got to happen, and that is on our bracket at some point. So we will get there.
Oh yeah, 8 Spoons Cafe is my favorite.
There we go. All right, let's see what the chat has to say. Where am I at here? There we go. Totally the own intro, and Lamflu says that neighbor probably wanted autographs. Love it. La Hall Grater. There we go from Marissa. Kennedy votes for Flame Tree. Sabrina says I will take Flame Tree to my grave. Evelyn votes for the Paris Bakery. Kay votes for Flame Tree, so does Abby and Emmy as well. Robin votes for the Paris Bakery. T&H and Maddie vote for Flame Tree. Liz votes for La Hall, the raspberry macaroon and the pepperoni.
So good.
Riley votes for Flame Tree. Elizabeth says Paris because a Flame Tree just got rid of my favorite item. I'd love to know what it was. There we go. Caitlin says Flame Tree barbecue. However, I want to try food from that France place. Llama Floof wants to know if we know any French. A little bit. How do you say that? Un petit peu. There we go. A little bit of French. Elisa votes for Flame Tree. So does Jordan. Savannah is excited to try Flame Tree in a few weeks. Is this true? I'm devastated if this is true. They got rid of the onion rings and put crispy onions. That changes it. Now I'm going to eat.
Wait, let me look it up. Let me see if it's changed on the menu.
This is almost as shocking when I found out that Chicken Guy got rid of a bunch of sauces and I was scared that my sauce was gone.
Also, Chicken Guy, like, did you like read that they like haven't paid their rent in months? And, like, 6 or 7
devastating. That's one. Is this true, Brianna?
Baked macaroni and cheese with pulled pork. Baked macaroni and cheese topped with smoked pulled pork, crispy onions, and coleslaw.
Wow.
Ew, now I won't like it.
You'll still like it because you don't even love onion rings.
But I like it on
the
that
combo. Okay.
I just like it on top, sitting there.
Interesting.
I feel like that's gonna make it oily.
Well, no, like it's kind of just the same. They're just not as round and big. They're just gonna be.
I might like it better.
You might
because
like it
I
better.
love shoestring
Honestly.
onion rings are my favorite. Like we get them at a place here on Cape Cod. Sorry if no one knows what I'm talking about. And I love like a shoestring onion ring. So I think I might like it better.
I may like that as well because Brianna loves an onion ring. She was like, "Oh, you want onion rings?" I'm like, "I will only have one and not touch it again." So I think I may like the smaller onion, the fried.
I also will say maybe you could like easier mix it all in together because the onion rings are pretty big. I do want to mix it in, so that I might like that too.
Oh, that's devastating for me.
Elisa says that the pulled pork mac and cheese lives in their dreams. Got to be Flame Tree, and there we go. I think the other place is better at Animal Kingdom for barbecue. Daniel Welcome says love Brianna and Cory. We do
too.
Too.
So sweet.
A party loving Brianna and Cory. Happy Travel Vlogs is voting for Flame Tree. Maddie says that you have to give it another try. And sorry that you had a bad
we definitely will.
T Squiggle with a question for Brianna. Am I the only one who's curious what Brianna's snacking on? Or has it already been?
Yes. So I have popcorn in my ice cream bucket from Typhoon. And then we have the Trader Joe's white cheddar puffs in this bucket. And then we also have my actual favorite, which are chocolate covered pretzels from Trader Joe's. And I am drinking a Costco vitamin water in my resort mug. And Cory has
the Disney sour
gummies. We were talking about food. So I was like, I need to be coming fully prepared and stocked and loaded.
I love it. I love it so much. And T Squiggle is voting for La Hall because love them some sugar.
Yep.
Me too. Ashley votes for Paris. Terry votes for Flame Tree. Justine votes for the France Bakery. Kyla says that Flame Tree was a letdown because of the ambiance. But the ambiance wins with the seating overlooking the water. And kite tails. I've never seen the actual kite tail show sitting down. We saw it.
It was funny.
I like the kite tail shows. They were cute. They were nice.
Caden says April Fools. Look, everybody's stunned, heart shattered, gag, all the things. And wow, got the whole spread. Love it so much. Flame Tree is moving on to the next round. Next up, we have Ronto Roasters. Oh, something happened there.
This is my life. If anyone actually is subscribed to me on YouTube, I am quite literally chaos. The entire chocolate covered pretzels bag just fell over and they are quite literally scattered on the floor. I will take a picture and I will send it to you, Brandon and Heidi, because this is my life. Onward, I just need to clean, I guess, the floor on the rug now because my life is literally chaos.
Oh no.
What are these options?
So Ronto Roasters, which has the Ronto wrap, versus the Harambe Market, which has like some different things in there.
Okay.
Which way do you want to go, Heidi?
Ronto wrap. I love a Ronto wrap.
Me too.
It's so good for me, so great. Though now they don't have those little deliciousness.
Oh yeah, those little plantain chips. They don't have those anymore?
No, I don't think so. I don't know if that's true.
Oh, maybe.
Pretty sure it's not.
I loved it with the plantain chips. I think last time I had it, they gave me plain sun chips.
I don't know how I remember that. I feel like Caitlin said that.
Maybe
I'm not sure.
Yeah. I've never had food from Harambe Market, so I don't really know exactly what's in there. I know that there's like some good little seating. I know that we took engagement photos in the back of Harambe Market back there. We kind of went through and there's a little staircase in there. But I love a Ronto wrap. I don't know exactly what it is about it. I just love the bread and the meat, and all that stuff. And I think that it's a good thing that maybe you can take on the go, but also can sit down with. And I like it better when you can get it though from Docking Bay 7, which is in here as well, because then you can sit inside of there, which I like. But I'm going to vote for the Ronto wrap. What about you guys?
I am voting for Harambe Market because I actually don't like sausage. So I don't think that I would like that at all because I don't like sausage. And I think that Harambe Market, from things I've seen on Instagram and photos that I've seen, it looks very like fresh and fun and like fun flavor inspired. And I think there's like a carnitas pork bowl that is supposed to totally outweigh and outdo Pecos. And I feel like I would love that there. So I'm going to vote for Harambe Market.
Love it.
I have never had a Ronto wrap, so I can't speak behind it. And I think Harambe Market, I just love the detail of just the area of the section of Africa that it's in. So I'm going Harambe Market.
I think that Cory would really like a Ronto wrap.
I really think
I
you
do.
would.
It's basically.
I think if you got it, you would love it.
Because I love the sausage.
There's like a peppercorn like slaw on there. It's like very.
Yeah, no, like I've read about it. It sounds delightful. I've just never personally.
Yeah, that's fair.
Fair enough.
I think that you would like it. All right, let's see what everyone has to say. Ronto wrap is a fan favorite, so I'm interested to see.
Yeah, big fan favorite.
Kennedy votes for the Harambe Market. Caitlin with an emphatic Ronto wrap. Please, yes. Liz votes for Ronto wrap. Kyla says RIP for the chocolate-covered pretzels. Hopefully she got them all. They're all surviving. 5 seconds.
I'm eating the ones that were on the floor.
Don't you worry, we're eating the ones that were on the floor.
It's fine.
As you should. As you should. Ronto roasters, but you got to fight for a seat. Yes, you do. That's very true. Jordan votes for Ronto. So does T&H. Caitlin wants one every day of her life. They're very good. Lindsay votes for Ronto roasters. Evelyn votes for Harambe Market. Kay and Savannah and Sabrina all vote for Ronto. Robin does as well. So is Elisa. And Kyla and Llama Floof says that the chocolate-covered pretzels deserve a pity vote.
Yeah, they do, honestly.
Kay votes for Ronto roasters. T Squiggle is voting for that corn on the cob from Harambe Market. Says Brianna, I'm looking at you. There we go. Maddie says, low-key, have not tried the Ronto apps, but I will try it on my upcoming trip in 28 days.
Woo!
So fun. So jealous of you. 28 days.
Fun. Yes, I also want to say that my countdown's now 30 days. A month?
That's crazy.
Oh my gosh, you're a month away.
Crazy, which we'll touch on later but yeah, craziness. We also have that Elisa says that your corn looked so sad in the last vlog.
It really
did. It was really sad. It was my favorite snack in all of Animal Kingdom. And like Disney, if you're listening, that was just like the dumbest decision you could have ever made.
It was a catastrophe, really.
It was so sad. Like it's in a warmer. Doesn't belong there.
No. We have another vote for the Harambe Market from Terry. Llama Floof says a Disney knockout bracket with some different quick service foods, like a food knockout.
Interesting. I love that.
That'd be outrageous. I love that.
And then Maddie is, yes, I will see you there, Maddie. You can find me. Well, like I guess that I'll touch on this later, but Hollywood Studios once again, which I'm so excited. And T Squiggle says it's specifically the Harambe Fruit Market. This is what happens when I'm late and all flustered. Oh, I understand.
That's
gotcha.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
And Liz will be there as well. I would love to run into Liz. That'd be so fun. And Harambe Market is a vote for Emmy. Which one's moving on, Heidi?
Ronto.
Those Ronto wraps.
I'm not surprised that one's moving on.
Satuli. Okay. This is yes. So 4 restaurants had to get a buy round because like to fit in the bracket. So I picked ones that were the most kind of, I guess, like a fan favorite, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So Satuli Canteen being one of them. So Satuli Canteen, yes, is now going up in our second round against the Fish and Chips shop.
Got it.
What do we think?
I know my answer.
I know your answer too.
Go for it.
Satuli Canteen. I think Satuli Canteen is so underrated and so delicious. And I feel like when I think of Satuli Canteen, you can go there in the beginning of your trip, the middle, or the end, and you can get something that your body needs. Like when I first go, if we have like an early Animal Kingdom trip, I'm like, I want the noodles with the shrimp and like the garlic sauce.
It's so good.
If I'm like the latter half of my trip and I feel like I'm 4 million pounds because I've quite literally eaten every single fried food possible, I'm getting the wood fire grilled chicken bowl on like a beautiful bed of salad, and it's still just as good with the the char grilled onion dressing. So I'm going Satuli, and I love the vibe in there. I think it is such a beautiful little 25-minute sit. However, the flies in there are unmatched. Like if you watch one of our vlogs from 2022, there's literally a fly landing on my head for a full 4-minute clip. It just keeps literally jumping off my head.
That is so
Food Network Brianna just described it beautifully. Satuli Canteen for me.
Look at that.
I love it.
Nice.
I'm also laughing because when I had to edit the intro, I wanted to put a clip of Heidi eating a cheeseburger pod, but the whole time there was a fly on your finger.
There was.
And I was
God, that would have been so
like,
funny.
what is on her finger? And it was a fly.
Yeah.
And then at one point you're like this, and then you go like this, and it's that same
It's the
fly.
fly? Oh my goodness.
So it's, so funny that you say that, Brianna, because I was going to say that too. That's so funny. I feel like that they kind of said everything. I love Satuli so much, and I feel like that's one of those things that we at first went the one time, and you didn't have a good experience.
But I
think with
I
it because
didn't
you didn't
dislike it. No, I think I just ate a lot,
That's
and then we went and rode Everest, and then I was like, woo! I'm feeling it. So,
and then we after went again, and I think it's so good. And I agree with you that there's so many different things that you can have. Like, and I just think that
very different.
It is very different, which I like for Disney food. I think it's not like really something that's like the basic stuff. And I also love those little pods. I think they're so good. I love the bao bun. Yeah. I love the shrimp and the garlic and all that stuff. I think it's like, so good and elite. And I would pick here every time if I could go to Animal Kingdom. This is like my lunch or dinner place for me.
Yeah, I also think Satuli offers you the ability to be a little bit more adventurous while also feeling in your comfort zone. And I think that's something that if you're like your point too, Brendan, but you like it anyway. If you want something that feels like you're trying to be adventurous, like this is the place because it's a little bit outside your comfort zone, but it's your elevated basics, which is why I think it's so loved by so many. Yeah. And that's why I think it's so great. So another Food Network Brianna statement.
I love it. And I also think that it fits very well in that land. I love it. Like it's just
absolutely
perfect fit. All right. Also, no shade to the fish and chips because they're great. It's just this is like a
no shade. They're great. Satuli's just
they got put up against a heavy hitter.
They did. Lindsay's also going 28 days. Look at all of us going down to Disney and right around the month.
Oh my God, have the best time ever. I'm so jealous.
I love it. Liz is also kicking us off with a vote for Satuli. So is Caitlin. And T&H is voting for the fish and chips. Caitlin says that Doc is the best ever food spot. I kind of would agree.
Yeah,
for sure. Elisa is voting for the fish and chips. Emmy votes for Satuli. So does Lindsay. T Squiggle is also because all the better being in Pandora. Kennedy and Caden as the Dak cast. Yeah, because there's a little fun thing that Dak cast can get some Satuli at a discount.
Oh yeah,
back there.
Oh, that's cool.
Which is fun. Maddie votes for Satuli all the way. Cannot get enough. Kay and Elizabeth and Kyla. Everybody's loving Satuli. Llama Floof. Oh yeah, a lot of good ones at Animal Kingdom. I feel like that it's one of those that people don't appreciate because like you're not there as long because there's not as many things that like I think people think that they can do there. But if you really spent a whole day there, I feel like you could get like a lot of really fun hidden spots. I think that not a lot of people go to.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, Animal Kingdom is the best for food because of all the small kiosks, and some of the best kiosks are only open from like 11 to 3. So you would never know that they're even like relatively open if you're riding rides in the mist because they're not in lands or like they're like right on the edge.
Exactly. So. Jordan votes for Satuli, so does Terry. Elisa, they're in a split household. Husband votes for Satuli, and made it. And he made me put a comment to vote for him. I love it, as you should.
Love it.
Brianna and Cory, how far would y'all get in Top Chef? Llama Floof wants to know.
In terms of like cooking or judging or eating?
Both.
I think us actually participating.
I mean, Brianna and I cook well, but we cook basic well.
Okay.
We're not like these.
Excuse me, the chicken Mediterranean bowl that I make is not basic.
Oh my God.
I think that I would.
Okay, no, I'm literally saying like, okay, we're gonna make our own sauce. So you're doing this in a certain type of cooking way, and like doing this. No, we're not doing that. But like, yes, your bowl absolutely is that basic.
No, it's elevated.
But it's absolutely.
If there was 20, if there was 20 contenders, and me and Cory were like 2 of the 20, we would probably make it, I would think, to at least top 10. But once we got into like the 8s and the 6s, I think we probably wouldn't go past that. But I think we could probably knock out 10 people. And I think it would be really hard for us. Like, I don't know who would beat the other.
My thing is I've never made a sauce in my life. So that's where it would probably kick me in the butt.
Yeah. There. I come from an Italian household, so I make a good red sauce.
No, I mean like a sauce. So like if you had like a chicken dish or a steak dish, like
I was
sauce.
like a sauce,
not a pasta sauce.
I was like, so like a pasta sauce.
I think that they could go on that show that you like. I think that'd be one for them. Next level chef.
Oh my god.
Oh, we love Next Level Chef.
So good.
We're obsessed. Every Thursday we gotta go and watch
Oh,
it.
it is
Oh
so
no! Don't
good.
give us any spoilers. We wait till
So
all the
good.
episodes are done.
We didn't
we didn't watch
it.
it yesterday
We
because
didn't
I was
watch
on
it
call
either.
yesterday. So
We gotta watch it.
no
It's our
spoilers.
fave.
No spoilers.
We love it. Justine votes for Satuli, so does Robin. T Squiggle says that you guys could do little cameos as the food critics at the end of Worst Cooks in America.
Oh, we will
I
let
would
you know
honestly
if the
be.
food is awful.
I would honestly be honored. I'd be honored.
Oh, look at this. T Squiggle making their way down to Disney in
Oh
June.
my goodness.
Well, I will be there in June. Would love that so much. Riley also says, I studied abroad in London in January, and the Yorkshire fish and chips were better than what I got in London.
Wow.
Love it.
They're
But
really
Satuli
good.
They're really good.
They really are. I'm telling you.
Yeah, but Satuli is moving on. So now we're in our second round, just for everyone who's playing along at home. Next up, the Columbia Harbor House versus Pecos Bill. Interesting.
Easy.
This
I've had
is
more hits at Columbia Harbor House than Pecos, without a doubt. Columbia.
Yeah.
yeah. I feel like that I'm gonna also, because I didn't vote for either of these, and I've had Pecos Bill, but only I guess one or maybe now two times. Heidi is telling me.
Yeah.
But I think the like this kind of comes down to though now like the idea of what the other place has. Like I would like that better than Pecos Bill to me. Like I would love like a like a hush puppy, that kind of thing, or like a lobster. I love that. So I think that I could like that, or like the chicken sandwich, like you said. That is kind of more my vibe. So that's my vote.
I'm also going to vote for the same as you guys because I don't like Pecos Bill that much. So I think that I'd like this other option better.
There you go. What about you guys?
I'm Columbia Harbor House, 110%. Flavor's better, quality's better.
Yep.
I mean, it's just there is no. If sometimes when I look at these two, I think if I had to get rid of one and never eat there again, which one would I choose? And it wouldn't even be a competition because Columbia Harbor House's, I'm telling you, the fried fish sandwich on the pumpernickel bread with the coleslaw is to die for. So it would be my vote. And you're voting for Columbia Harbor House. I already know.
Harbor House without doubt. Yep.
There we go. I'm also just like loving all these people that are going to Disney. I'm like seeing all these comments. I'm like, holy cow, everyone's going.
I know, way to make me jealous. I literally don't have a trip booked from now until ever.
So sorry. See, look, Caitlin agrees. Caitlin wrote her little love letter to Disney, which I loved. I was like, oh, me too. That's so sweet.
But she's close too. She's like 6 months, 5 months, Kate.
At least you have a trip booked.
Yeah.
Kennedy votes for Pecos Bill. Kay votes for Harbor House. Emmy votes for Harbor House as well. Maddie says Pecos Bill, and I will die on that hill. Llama Floof says I could host a fan meetup. I'll be there in 44 days. If anyone's there,
I
didn't
know that either.
The whole Floof family. I will get to see them again. Yes. If anyone's down there for me to August, I will be down there. And you can find me in Hollywood Studios working. Making magic. Kyla votes for Columbia Harbor House. No competition. So does Justine. Caitlin says Pecos. However, she thinks that she would like Harbor House, but Austin doesn't like seafood. So that's why they don't eat there. Terry votes for Pecos. T&H is voting for Harbor House. Caden votes for Pecos. Emmy's going to be there in July. So fun. So exciting. Riley's going to go to Columbia. T Squiggle is voting for Harbor House. So is Robin and Elisa. Jordan votes for Pecos Bill. Columbia Harbor House for Lindsay. Maddie votes for Pecos Bill. And Olivia, look, this is everybody putting their little countdowns in June and August, 108 days, and first time ever in November.
Wow.
Oh, have the best time.
Have the best time.
I hope you've got a notepad out for this live because you're getting
Oh, I would love to relive my first time. I think that would be so beautiful. Yeah. I love it. Columbia Harbor House is moving on. Next up in round 2 is ABC Commissary versus the Hollywood Trio down on Sunset. I think this is a no contest for me.
This is a no contest.
It's a buffalo chicken grilled cheese for me.
Grilled cheese dip, whatever. ABC Commissary for the win.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's inside seating. Like I know
inside
to the food, but inside seating is a huge game changer. So I don't know.
Yep.
ABC.
Sorry to any fans of Catalina, Eddie's, or Fairfax or Rosie's, but again, just a tough draw.
Yeah, that was a tough draw.
We'll see what everyone else has to say. Ooh, a trip planning live stream for episode 49. Yeah, we're almost at 50 live streams that we've done, which is insane. This is number 48.
Got to do something special for the 50th.
Something big. I feel like what's interesting though is now we have a month until I leave, so like to pack into there. So hopefully we're gonna try to figure something out where we're gonna see where we're at. But I do go live while I'm down there. Like I did that at each park.
Well, you have to do.
I went live, but I'm gonna have to figure out because my YouTube app was being weird, where like it wouldn't like let me turn my phone sideways, so the lives are up and down and they're just horrible quality, but it was still fun. So we're gonna have to figure that out because I loved going live in the parks. It was so fun. We have where am I at here? Caden is kicking us off with a vote for ABC, Kennedy for ABC, so it's Justine and TNH. Maddie says my trip in May is my boyfriend's first time. So excited to show him.
I love that. There's nothing better than seeing it for the first time through someone else's eyes too. That's like half the joy.
Yeah, agree. Elisa and Emmy and Ashley and Kay are all voting for ABC.
Nope.
Sabrina is hoping to take their little 18-month-old guy for the first time in November.
Love
it.
What a dream. Seriously. Lindsay votes ABC. So does T Squiggle. Kyla says ABC or whatever the Jackson 5 said. LOL. I love that.
Love it.
Sabrina also votes ABC. Jordan says ABC. See you later, Sunset Trio. Maddie votes ABC. Oh boy. Lama Floof says a 24-hour live stream for 50. Wow. Highly doubtful, but who knows? Never say never, right? That's the thing. Never say never. Robin votes ABC. Look at this. Emmy's educating me. I have to have horizontal in the live settings. Thanks, Emmy.
Perfect.
ABC for the sweep. And it is a sweep.
It is a sweep.
Commissary is moving on. I need a little drink break. What do we got here next, Heidi? Do you know?
Nope.
Go for it. Yeah,
Gaston's Tavern versus Pinocchio's Village House.
Interesting. 2 Magic Kingdom places.
Yeah.
And fairly close to each other.
Yeah. What about you guys? What are you thinking?
Cinnamon roll all day for the win. Gaston's.
Can I vote for neither?
Sure. Yeah. You can.
No, I'll do a vote. I'm gonna vote for the cinnamon roll because I really liked my chocolate milk that I had there, and it was just refreshing, and it was the thing that got the cinnamon roll down. So I'm gonna go for Gaston's because I don't know. Something about that Pinocchio Village House just gives me it's giving Goodwill food. I don't know. It just is.
Okay, Brandon, here's what we're going to do. I will
saying that you can buy them in mass quantity
here's what we're gonna
for discount with these extremely high calorie rankings on them. I'm allowed to have a little bit of pause now.
This isn't changing my answer, but Brandon, I'm going to send you money. You're going to buy the pizzas, and we're going to drive to you, and we're going to have a pizza party of the Pinocchio's pizza.
Do you know our drive would be 20 hours?
That's fine. That's great. 20 hours. That's literally driving to Disney for us. That's not driving to them.
That's what I thought you meant, was driving to go see him.
No, in Canada.
How is he going to get the pizza from there?
His luggage? I don't know. Ship them?
Yeah. Bring home frozen pizzas.
Or I can just mail them to your door.
Don't do that. I would rather not. Nope, don't wait. Let someone else enjoy those.
And I won't even tell you. And then you'll say, "Oh, look, some nice little things from Disney World." That's just Pinocchio.
Yeah, I'm so excited. Brandon decided to spend money and send us something.
Here's a frozen.
Yeah. Not a pin, but a frozen pizza. Thanks.
Yeah. Frozen pizza with a Pinocchio pin. I'll put in there for you as a memory. I'm voting for that cinnamon roll, and maybe you can just ask for yours well done, Brianna, next time. Just have them stick it back.
I think if I had extra icing, it would have been the game changer.
True.
I'm jealous that we didn't have.
I'm kind of upset that we didn't have that knowledge, but now we do, thanks to all of you. So thank you.
Yeah. What about you?
I'm voting for Pinocchio's Village House because, as I said, it's a lifesaver for when I don't know what to eat. I can always count on a pizza from there.
It's true.
Yeah.
I think that we haven't had a bad experience there.
No. And I also do like sitting, it's cute in there.
It is cute. I think it's world. Yeah. But I just love that cinnamon
You love
roll.
the cinnamon roll, yeah.
It's so good. Alrighty. Let's see what everyone else has to say. Where am I at here? Sorry. Oh, Caitlin also says ABC. Give me that buffalo chicken grilled cheese. Yes. Madison Welcome says both have good options. And T Squiggle with a Gaston. Gaston. Love it. Kennedy votes for Gaston's. Madison does as well. Robin and Kyla and T and H all voting for Gaston's. Kay and Emmy and Sabrina are all voting for Gaston's. Jordan's with you, Cory. Cinnamon roll for the win. Elisa votes for Gaston's. Justine is voting for Pinocchio's. Lindsay is voting for Gaston's. Caitlin votes for the flatbread for a little quick lunch. Love it. Caden votes for the flatbreads after an all-day, or sorry.
After all day.
Yes.
In the Florida heat.
Thank you. They hit, is what I meant to say. Savannah votes for Gaston's. Llama Floof says that the Small World window is so fun, though, and deserves way better. There you go. Ashley votes for Gaston's. Elizabeth as well. Tori, welcome. Thanks for being here. Votes for Pinocchio's. Maddie says Canada Gang. Love it. Canada Gang for sure. We have one here. From Elisa, me and a whole 24-year-old waited.
A whole 24-year-old.
Oh my gosh, Brandon, can you read?
Sorry, I'm kind
English
of
major here
because I got a lot going on. I'm like, I'm trying to rip through these. I'm trying to rip through these. Sorry, waving at the window like an 8-year-old. I love it. Gaston's for Maddie. Elisa, welcome. Thanks for being here. Votes for Pinocchio's. Elizabeth, there we go. Going to try the flatbreads. And T Squiggle says, I was supposed to be like them, spelling it out during the song. Oh, yeah. It's okay. I'm so sorry. Clearly, it didn't translate to me, and I just didn't even get the message. Yeah. How embarrassing. How embarrassing. I was thinking it was like a give me a G, give me an A. And
I kind of was there too.
That's so silly.
See, I go to the live action Beauty and the Beast, where he's like GAST. I think there's another T. It occurs to me that I'm illiterate and never had to spell it out before. And I find that hilarious.
How do you know that?
I've actually watched that movie 3 times. It's my favorite live action film. I think all the other ones are garbage.
Cory knows
Beauty
that.
Beast is great.
And has seen it maybe one time.
3.
Yet does not know where our lime juicer goes in our house.
You know, you always bring up the lime juicer.
I'm crying.
I can't. They're just too funny. Gaston's moving on.
Nice.
Next up, the Norwegian.
Two of our bad experiences.
the delicious Norwegian krinkla versus the great ribs and mac and cheese from Flame Tree.
Yeah. I actually think I know the one I'm going to go for.
I know what I'm going for too.
I'm going for Flame Tree Barbecue because I believe that if I were to go on a redemption tour of every place that I didn't enjoy, I would never enjoy the Norwegian treats, as not in a bad way, but I know I almost just knocked over our other snack bucket. But I think that if I were to go to Flame Tree and I were to catch them on a better day, I know it would be delicious. When I tell you, everyone has told us that we caught it on a bad day. There's no way that we would have not loved it for the amount of barbecue and the food that we love, that there was just no way we caught them on a good day. So I'm going Flame Tree 100%. And I like crispy onions, so I think that I would actually really like that now that it's crispy onions.
There you go. Cory, what are you thinking? The treats
we caught Flame Tree on a bad day.
Yeah.
Like it's way too popular and everyone loves it and it's amazing for us to leave there being like, what was that? Like that we know that's not what it is.
Yeah, people were like shocked
it has
that
to
we
be
didn't like
Flame
it.
Tree, yeah.
What are you voting for?
Well,
you love school bread.
Yeah, but obviously Flame Tree is better because it is better. I don't know.
But like you love school
I do
bread.
love school bread, and I think that I have to stand up for it. But I'm going to stay true to being true. And I think that Flame Tree is better. And I would, if I had to pick one or the other, I would like Flame Tree. But
that's interesting.
But now,
because
now
I feel like you
there's
only
nothing
eat
better
at Flame Tree because I do.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Interesting.
Whereas
I'm also
Epcot,
thinking
you always get school bread.
I think it's Jordan's thing here, like a little stroll with one of those treats in hand through Epcot.
Wow.
I do like.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna vote for the school bread and the crinkle then. Yeah.
Yeah, I was pretty shocked that you were gonna vote for Flame Tree.
Slightly, but just because I really like I'm in the camp of like love school bread. Yeah. Like very much so.
Yeah, like on the one trip when you first tried it, you had it like 4 times.
Oh yeah. I love it.
Anyhow, I'll vote for Flame Tree though, because that's, as I said, love that.
There you go. Let's see what everyone else has to say. It's also so hard to compare things that are so different. I've kind of realized that it's hard.
Yeah, it is hard actually.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like a dessert versus an actual like good meal.
Yeah.
There we go. Come on, Cory, with the vocals.
Oh God, that was not even me singing.
You don't have to do it.
Oh, trust me, I'm
not
prepared for this audience, but I sing a lot.
That's all he does.
Now,
sing and whistle.
If you're ever with me in Disney, you'll hear me sing all the time. If I catch the background music, we're riding.
It's exhausting.
I love it. Kennedy votes for Flame Tree. So does Caden and Kay. Savannah votes for the Norway snacks. Lama Floof says, okay, maybe The Voice is more Cory style. Than Top Chef.
Oh my God.
Everyone's gassing Cory up right now. I love it.
Whoa.
We have another vote for the Crinkla from Emmy. So is Liz as well, the Norway. TNH was voting for Flame Tree. Elizabeth is also voting for the Norwegian treats because of the school bread. Elisa votes for Flame Tree. So does Madison. But they do also love the school bread. Lindsay votes for Flame Tree. So does Caitlin, who is not a fan of the school bread. Jordan votes for the Crinkla. Like I said, nothing better than a stroll with the Crinkla in hand. T Squiggle says Flame Tree, but also it's in my fave park. So winning on every front. Robin votes for Flame Tree. Kyla votes for Flame Tree. Also, please make the food redemption tour a thing on your next trip. There you go.
You definitely can. That would be so fun to do like a vlog dedicated to like food for redemption.
Yeah. And Jordan is with me. Yes. Love it so much. All right. Flame Tree though.
Moving
on. Next up. Oh.
Are we on the other side?
No, this is one of the 4 bye weeks.
Yeah.
Faster here.
Yeah. The four ones that got a bye round is Casey's Corner because it's a very big fan favorite. People love Casey's Corner. So Casey's Corner versus Ronto Roasters.
Now I'll say this because I love a hot dog.
Yeah, Cory does.
But Casey's Corner is just a hot dog. And so I've never had a Ronto wrap, but a Ronto wrap seems a hell of a lot more fun to eat than just a hot dog.
More like your Food Network
I'm gonna go with a Ronto wrap. Ronto Roasters.
This is kind of hard because I feel like one of them is very basic, but I love it because it's very basic. And the other one is, like you said, Cory, more kind of like an elevated flavor and a food. So I think it's hard to compare them because I feel like for me, like the Casey's nuggets and a fry and a cheese dip sauce, like is a really good moment there.
Yeah.
But if we're comparing like the food, I guess, I feel like that Ronto Roasters, like a Ronto wrap is probably better food than Casey's, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I will say this, I will give a plug to Casey's, at least, like I've only gotten the hot dog and I went and just ate it and walked around.
Yeah.
But I know they have the daily tradition of someone throws out the first pitch to open up Casey's Corner, which I love. Baseball was my first love. Go Sox. But I love that aspect of it. So if you want to give an ambiance plug or like a theming plug, I do enjoy that about Casey's Corner.
So you're still picking.
I'm still picking Ronto Roasters, but I'm just saying like, hey, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt because I love this.
Got it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Ronto wraps because Casey's, I feel like for me, I really like the little nuggies. I like it with the cheese, but I'm not always in the mood for it, to be honest. But I feel like I end up eating it because like there's not a lot of like options for like alternative like quick service meals at Magic Kingdom.
I also think that it's like a vibe play though.
It is a vibe. Yeah, it's a vibe.
Right. It's castle. Like sit there and like if you can catch it like at a good time where there's not like a lot of people there, which is like rare.
Yeah.
Like you could be there with nobody else there. The guy's playing the piano, the parade's going by. Like it's a very big vibe.
Magic.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's kind of hard as well.
But for the food.
Yeah, for the food. That's fair. Makes sense. What about you, Brianna?
So, like I said before, I don't like sausage, and hot dog is my least favorite food on the planet. Hot dogs and eggs, I haven't eaten them since I was 2 years old. I hate them. The smell of them makes me nauseated. I despise them. However, you will all be surprised by my answer. and I am going Casey's Corner hands down because of 2/3 reasons. The first reason is I have never tried a mint julep, the frozen mint julep. However, if I were to be like a frozen non-cocktail that would not be a night blossom, I would be a mint julep because I love lemonade and I love cherries, and it's topped with like a big fresh red maraschino cherry. In addition, if anyone is looking for something fun at Casey's Corner, this apparently is like semi-new, and it is their I have the menu up because you all know I'm prepared here. It is their Chipotle barbecue loaded fries, and it's topped with pulled pork slaw and chipotle barbecue sauce, like on this like melted bed of like French fries. So that would be a win. And in addition, they have chili cheese fries. And the idea of eating chili cheese fries on the hub grass with like a crispy Diet Coke, I'm probably having back sweat watching the Castle show. Sounds to me like a way better afternoon than working. So I'm going Casey's Corner. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk, even though I've quite literally eaten at neither of these places.
Yeah, this is like, I think that a lot of people have commented this, that like you kind of got to be in the mood for Casey's, but the vibes are high. Yeah. So like I can see that. Whereas like at Ronto Roasters, there's like very limited seating, and it's kind of you're just in this like.
But the Ronto wrap always
is
slaps.
Very good, always hits. So that's why that I picked Ronto wrap, because I think it's Alrighty, let's see, because Casey's is a big fan favorite, so we shall see. Kennedy kicking us off says, "Give me that plastic cheese." Liz is voting for the Ronto. Caitlin finds this one a tough one. I'm interested, Caitlin. Emmy votes for Casey's. Madison says the corn dog nuggets for life. Kyla votes for Casey's. TNH and K vote for Ronto Roasters. Caitlin agrees with the Ronto wrap, though. Where am I at here? Or sorry, this is also the same as before. Yeah. Emmy votes for Casey's.
So
Maddie.
that's not an extra vote?
Yeah. Cannot give it.
It's not an extra vote?
Yes, it's not an extra vote.
Okay.
Yeah. Maddie votes, or sorry, cannot give an honest vote, as I have never had either. That's fair.
Wait, so does that mean I count that one or not?
No.
Okay, sorry.
Elisa says, this has changed the game. Casey's all the way. Hot dog. I love it. Lindsay votes for Ronto's. Caden votes for Casey's. Izzy is here and says, will you do a Q&A? Like right now, currently, we can at the end. We always kind of save time for a little Q&A at the end. So for sure, we love that. Robin votes for Casey's. T Squiggle says that Casey's hits sometimes, but have to go Ronto for this. Blue Haze Dreamers is here. Welcome. Says Casey's Corner with a magical view. Jordan votes for Ronto. So is Elizabeth. Riley votes for Casey's with that awesome view. Savannah votes for Casey's. Casey's is a vibe, but Ronto. Ashley votes for Casey's, and honorable mention to the spring rolls, which are not on here because it's a cart, but they are delicious.
Favorite. Yeah, cheeseburger spring rolls, they're my fave.
Did you guys ever have the one that was there for the 50th? I think it was like a pastrami.
It wasn't good.
Yeah,
we did have the buffalo chicken.
You did have the buffalo chicken
and the pepperoni pizza. My two favorites I've ever had were the buffalo chicken and the cheeseburger, but the cheeseburger is superior. Like it is the best snack in all of Disney, in my opinion.
And this one's the
cutest. I'm not going that far, but yes.
I don't know if this is right because I got a bit confused when you kept saying yes and no, and I don't know if I did it right.
We're gonna do a recount because when it's close like this and it's this close, we got to be sure. So we can just do a quick little recount and see what's the winner here. Alrighty. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What?
Oh, I have a lot more than that.
How many do you really for Ronto?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry. This is crazy. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Okay, that's what I have.
12.
Perfect.
And then Casey's, sorry for this, bear with us.
Yeah, so sorry.
We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for Casey's.
So then it's Ronto.
So that would have been the 10th or the 11th, right?
Yeah. So Ronto Roasters.
By one.
There we go. Very close. Kind of an upset, I think, maybe like a little bit. Next up, Satu'li versus Harbor House.
Oh, this one's hard.
This is where it gets a little dicey. Now we're on round 3.
Is this of the whole bracket, or have we not done it? We now have the other side yet.
We still have the other side, guys. So this is going to be.
You have. Wow.
Yeah. So sorry.
I know mine.
Okay, go ahead.
I know mine.
The way that I view these now, when I find two that I love, is if I had to get rid of one and it had to leave the park, which one would leave, and Columbia Harbor House would leave. So my vote is for Satu'li. Satu'li is better. The flavors are better. The ambiance is better. And I think that the quality of their food is better. Harbor House is incredible, and I think it's one of the best quick services in Magic Kingdom, but Satu'li for me.
See, it was actually kind of funny that you say that, because I actually genuinely missed Satu'li Canteen on this last
trip. I did too, because we were doing
more
food
we did
stuff.
Columbia Harbor House. I was like, okay, cool, we're eating at Columbia Harbor House. And as it was good, but it was not like an, oh my God, we need to eat at Columbia Harbor House.
Yeah.
But I
miss Satu'li.
I miss Satu'li Canteen. Satu'li Canteen is my vote.
I'm also going Satu'li because we've already said that we haven't ate at Harbor House, and Satu'li is just so good.
Like one of your favorites. Yeah, that's an easy one for you.
Easy one. And I think that the chat is
like it's agreeing
pretty well in agreeing. Yeah. Kennedy and Kyla and Emmy and Caden all voting for Satu'li. So is Kay and Elisa, and Jen says they haven't tried Satu'li, so got to go with Harbor House. And welcome, Jen. Thanks for being here. Jordan votes for Satu'li. So does T Squiggle and Caitlin. T and H are voting for Harbor House. Kyla says the vibes are high at Satu'li. It's one of a kind. I agree. Elizabeth says that Satu'li Animal Kingdom food beats MK every day. And Robin votes for Columbia Harbor House. So Satu'li is moving on.
All right.
Next up, ABC Commissary versus Gaston's.
ABC Commissary.
Buffalo chicken over cinnamon roll.
Next.
Easy.
Yeah, this is interesting because usually it gets harder, but this is easy for us.
That was an easy one for me. I feel like
this one's easy. ABC, any love, Heidi, for Gaston's for you?
Nope,
definitely not.
She said no.
Nope.
Do you like the grilled cheese, or do you like the little tacos that you had better?
I like the tacos, but
I've heard the tacos are delicious, and Heidi, that rice there is delicious.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good
had,
little,
beans
it's a good little
queso.
meal.
It's
a good little meal.
I always get when we went, I got the buffalo chicken grilled cheese with the fries, but I just wanted to have the rice so bad that I made Cory get me a side of rice in addition. So I was eating rice. I was eating carb.
All the carbs.
I had to stack it up for my lightning lanes.
I feel like I need to retry the buffalo, because now I actually like buffalo dip, whereas before I didn't really. But now
I made a buffalo dip the other week, and Heidi was like, "This is good," and I was like, "Oh, this is a revelation!
So
I never knew that you liked that."
Honestly, literally, it's buffalo dip in between two pieces of bread.
Yeah, so
and it's not as spicy, which
it's
I
not
like.
really that spicy.
Yeah,
it's a revisit.
It's creamy. It's so good.
It's so good.
I want to revisit.
Yeah.
All right, but it's also, I think, because there's one on this list that you like.
I love
that you love at Hollywood Studios. So that's probably why. Honestly.
Yeah, that's
that we don't eat here.
Well, because I go there and you go to. Remember last time you.
Last time we did a split, ABC and the other one that will come up later. Emmy votes for ABC. So does Kennedy and Kyla and Caden and Jen. This will be, I think, a lot of ABC. T Squiggle ABC for sure. Madison and T and H and K all voting for ABC. We have, Tim voting for Gaston's. Elisa votes ABC. Jordan and Robin and Caitlin all voting for ABC. Almost a sweep. Yeah. ABC. Moving on. Next up is Flame Tree versus Ronto Roasters.
Flame Tree for me, and I'm going to go fill my juice. Do you need
go for it?
Oh, can you actually give me a refill, please? Thank you.
Water or the vitamin water?
Vitamin water would be great, please. Thank
Orange
you.
or yellow?
It doesn't matter which flavor. Thank you.
Well, you're sure it's not getting my flavor.
I know that.
Cory, what about you? Which way are you going?
Did Brianna say Flame Tree? Is that what she said?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna vote for the one that I've actually consumed, and I'm gonna go Flame Tree.
It's fair.
At this rate.
This one's kind of hard now that I feel like that I don't have a Ronto wrap enough, because I really like it a lot.
It's really good.
I'm really disappointed that I've never had one. Yeah. Just a question. This is in Batuu, Galaxy's Edge, right?
Yeah.
That's what I figured. Okay.
And it's like a sausage, but there's like another meat
like another
under
little
the sausage.
Like meat that's almost like roast beef texture, where it's kind of like
it's like a pork, I think, or something.
Yeah.
And then it's got the slaw with that peppercorn sauce,
and like it's just
and that and that pita bread's good. I think that this is a tough one where I really do like a mac and cheese and stuff, but I feel like that Ronto wrap is so different.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm gonna vote for the Ronto wrap.
I'm gonna vote for Flame Tree because it's one of my favorite places, but I also really like a Ronto wrap, and I think Ronto wraps are underrated in my head because like I feel like there's other places that I always pick to eat at Hollywood Studios, but I always kind of like neglect Ronto wraps. But they're really good.
And I also think that we kind of like because they only serve them at Ronto's Roasters for certain times in the day, and then it moves to Docking Bay 7. And I think that we don't ever go like in the back of Galaxy's Edge.
Well, me and Caitlin and Austin went there when you were, I think, working
into Docking Bay 7
last time. Yeah, and we had it, and that was fun. So
there we go.
Don't get Brianna started on Docking Bay 7.
Well, it will be on here.
Oh, great! Can't wait to hear.
Cannot wait. Kennedy votes for Flame Tree. Elizabeth votes for Ronto wrap. So is Emmy. Caden votes for Flame Tree. Kay votes for Ronto. Tim votes for Ronto. Elisa votes for Flame Tree with all those emojis. I love it. Kyla votes for Flame Tree. Caitlin says Ronto until the day I die. Madison votes for Flame Tree. Kate says a shout out to Viva Gaia for keeping the vibes high. I agree. Those vibes are so high when you're walking past there. Those people singing and making music. I love that.
Is that another
vote? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, sorry, no.
Kate already voted. Okay, good. Yeah,
I think. Yeah. TNH vote for Flame Tree. Jordan votes Ronto. Robin votes Flame Tree. And Jen says haven't tried either, but I think I'd go with a Ronto wrap.
Nice. Flame Tree.
And T Squiggle, Flame Tree for me. So Flame Tree.
Moving on.
Interesting. We're almost down to the final for this round because it is.
Is this the final?
Oh no, sorry. This is what played the trick on me. Remember, there's these two, and there's one, and then it's going to be that one because of how the bracket works. I always forget that.
No problem.
So this is ABC versus Flame Tree.
We're going to go. Well, I'm going to go with the one that I now have had the better experience at, and that's ABC Commissary.
I think ABC is that buffalo chicken. We had it on this last trip, and I literally cannot stop thinking about it. And it's that one thing, but it is so good.
Yeah. I think it's kind of been like an underrated place.
Clearly, yeah. I was making fun of it.
Yeah, but I also just think that it's never, because I think
no one talks about it.
Yeah, because it's just a basic thing, but it's so good. It's done so well. What about you? Flame Tree?
Flame Tree, yeah.
Gotta be Flame Tree. Yeah, this is interesting. I honestly forget what's the other one that's going to go up against the winner of this, because there is one that was on the other side. We shall see.
It's wait, I don't know what it is actually.
Well, we'll just have to wait and see. Kennedy is voting for Flame Tree. Emmy is voting ABC. So is Kaden and TNH and Tim all voting ABC. So is Jen and Evelyn. I love this. Kyla says alphabet for the win. Very funny. Elisa votes for Flame Tree. Kay votes ABC. Jordan and Justine also voting for ABC. So there we go. A lot of votes for ABC on this side. We're almost done this side of the bracket, and then we'll move on to our other side. And T Squiggle says this one is a tough one. I want to say Flame Tree because of Dak, but honestly, ABC. There you go. And ABC is moving on to face Satu'li Canteen. How could I forget?
Final on this side.
Yeah. This is our final on this side, and then we'll do a quick little stretch for everyone, and then we'll get going to the other side. So we got Satu'li versus ABC for the finalist on this side of the bracket. Pretzels?
No, I don't even know what that was.
No, I took down our other thing to put this here, and and it fell on the floor now.
Gotcha.
Just chaos always.
I'm going to go with the more consistent, because I've had ABC Commissary twice, and one of them was okay, and then I found the buffalo chicken sandwich, and then that changed my life. So I'm going to go with the more consistent one of Satu'li Canteen for me here.
Love it.
I'm going Satu'li Canteen. The food is better. There is a better variety and a more fun flavor experience at Satu'li than at ABC Commissary, in my opinion.
You too?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. I think that what I like, and this was brought up earlier, Brianna, by you, is that I like how this isn't basic, and it's kind of like, I think that you kind of feel different there. It's like a fun vibe, and it's like a different type of food, which I think when you're in like a theme park, I think to have some food that's very different, I think is always a win. And I think that it just has really good vibes. I love that it's inside. I love like everything about it. So it's got to be Satu'li, even though I do love, as we have said, the buffalo grilled cheese. But Satu'li, I think, just has like the better overall vibe, and the food is better.
I agree, 100%.
And I think it's a little bit split, so we shall see how this goes. Kennedy kicking us off with a vote for Satu'li. Emmy votes for Satu'li, and Tim and TNH are voting for ABC. Kay votes for Satu'li, Jen votes ABC, and T Swiggle says hands down Satu'li. Caitlin is voting for Satu'li, so is Elisa. Evelyn is voting ABC. Kyla says this one's a hard one, but Satu'li takes the cake. Jordan says Satu'li to the championship. Elizabeth also Satu'li. Lama Floof ABC. Robin ABC, and Kaden and Madison are voting for Satu'li.
Pretty easily.
Interesting. I don't know why I thought it was closer when I was reading them. It seemed so much closer than it was.
Yeah.
So our winner on this side of the bracket is going to be Satu'li. So we're going to move on to the other side. We still got lots to go. So sorry if this is going to be like a long live, but
stretch it out.
Hopefully we're all still excited. The vibes are high. Thanks to you guys.
I'm so excited. I just refilled my drink.
There you go.
Use the ladies' room, and I'm refreshed and ready.
You're ready to go. So hopefully, if you're just hopping in, we're putting all of Disney World's quick service in all 4 parks in this bracket. Consider subscribing to our channel and Brianna and Cory's channel, and give this a like and your little bell thing as well. And maybe this can be the 24-hour live stream, says Llama Floof.
Yeah, seriously.
Brianna and Cory didn't sign up for that, so we could not hold them.
Oh, I would 100% sign up.
Yeah, we'll be there.
And this is so true. I wish that we had Trader Joe's in Canada.
Yeah.
I'd love some delicious Trader Joe's snacks.
You have so many. If anyone ever does, like, we've already said to Brandon and Heidi, when you do decide to like cross the border, we're going to give you all of the actual best Trader Joe's recommendations from 2 people that shop like strictly at Costco and Trader Joe's. Like that's literally the only places we shop. So the best recommendations.
We're going to be going in a couple weeks.
We should be, yeah.
For my birthday, so.
Ooh.
What a birthday present.
Okay, all right.
Birthday.
And I'm also in my head reading this different than I'll say it. Caramel Couche is not
Caitlin and Austin's podcast.
Well, because that's how I've said it all the time. Like I say it exactly how Caitlin says it.
It's Couche.
Yeah. So it's not the other one. Let's not start that again. Yes.
Yeah.
So crazy to me that I would think that that's how you say it. Because when you say it, it's like that could not even be what it is. But interesting. Satu'li is our winner for this side, and we'll see what's next up. To kick us off on the other side is going to be Sleepy Hollow versus Docking Bay 7 in Galaxy's Edge.
I know, Brianna.
The floor is yours. I hear that you have lots to say on Docking Bay 7.
Okay, I do have a lot to say. I have a lot to say always, which is why I have a podcast, because I am just constantly blabbering. However, I do have a lot to say on Docking Bay 7. I will keep it brief. I liked one of the entrees, which was the ribs with the rice and the broccoli, and I thought it was good. However, when Cory and I went, we tried a lot of things, and the chicken something, which was basically like a fried chicken nugget,
nugget cube thing,
was quite literally federal prison offensive. Like awful, terrible. I don't know who would go there and get that. I'm sorry in the comments if you do. I hated it. The texture was off. And it's just not the vibe. And the food there is so expensive. And I do not think that it is worth the price tag. Like, if you're telling me that you're going to charge me $15 to $18, then I want a way better like portion than that, because I think of all the other places that I can go and have a bigger portion at, and it's just not Docking Bay 7. I am a big Sleepy Hollow waffle girly. Like that in the morning, fighting someone for a table to look at the castle before the day starts is where I want to be. So I am going Sleepy Hollow, hands down, for the Nutella fruit waffle. It is $8, and it is double the amount of food that you get in one of those little ratchy little cast irons.
So for me, with Docking Bay 7, I don't think it was that heinous of what Brianna thinks this is. I mean, I actually like the chicken nugget cubes thing, whatever that was. I had the spicy one. I thought it was great. I thought the texture was fine. It literally reminded me just of a larger chicken nugget, which is totally okay.
Heinous.
But in terms of the Sleepy Hollow delicious waffle Nutella berry thing, oh my God, that is so much better than the cinnamon roll. Like that's breakfast at Magic Kingdom. There's no discrepancy there at all. I was so annoyed at Brianna. She's like, let's just get one, we'll share. I'm like, I don't want to share, but I shared anyway, like an idiot. And I was annoyed that I did that.
We were fine to share.
Nope. Sleepy Hollow, that Nutella thing is amazing.
Yeah, it is quite literally. If I had to do like a top 5 Disney World favorites, like that waffle might have to.
That's up there.
I think it is so good, and I know that it's literally just a waffle with Nutella and fruit. But and what I will say, for $8, they load that thing on with fruit.
Oh yeah,
pour it out. Everything on there is expensive, and it's a good deal for $8. It's so delicious. It's a handheld thing if you want it to be, or you could cut it up. It's so delicious. We have not had Docking Bay 7, but I've heard stuff about it. And I just think that it's maybe not like our vibe.
It's not our vibe either.
Yeah. So in this whole scenario, this waffle, hands down, like, and they also do have other stuff there, like a corn dog and different things. But I only go for this waffle, and I will continue to only go. This is like my breakfast of choice.
Yeah.
It's just so good.
I will say that I used to like not get it. And then like the last time I think we went, I like had a few bites and I was kind of like, dang, that's good.
It's the same thing that we shared because I thought that you wouldn't really like it as much.
And then I was like,
and Heidi ate the whole freaking waffle. And I'm like, that's what I need.
Yeah.
This is why you don't share.
Yeah.
Get your own.
I will say really quick too, I think the one thing about that waffle sandwich that makes it so much better is there is really only a handful, maybe, of places that you can get a lot of fresh fruit at Disney in a quick manner.
Yep.
And especially at like a decent price. And I believe that the idea of all this like cold, fresh fruit on like a hot waffle is just like the juxtaposition in the temperature makes it that much stronger of a food item, which is why we love it, which is why we're not going to share anymore. But when we did share, like, I just think it's great. It's so good. And 2 other facts. Sleepy Hollow, only place you can get a hand-dipped corn dog, which apparently those are the best ones. Yep. And they do the spicy chicken and waffle sandwich, which we've never had, but it's on the list.
Yum. I'm drooling over here.
So good.
Alrighty. I think there's going to be lots for the waffle and Sleepy Hollow. Where are we at? Caitlin's very triggered at the caramel situation. Kennedy votes for Sleepy Hollow. So is Kyla. Liz votes for Docking Bay all the way. Emmy votes for Sleepy Hollow all the way. Elizabeth as well. T&H is also voting for Sleepy Hollow. Evelyn votes for Docking Bay 7. Madison and Caden vote for Sleepy Hollow. Elisa votes for Sleepy Hollow. Jordan hasn't had either, but Sleepy Hollow looks delicious. And in fact, it is. It's so great. Kay votes for Sleepy Hollow. So does Tim. Oh, please keep it on the bucket list. It is literally like, it's so basic, but so good. I love it.
If there's anything you take away from this live, it should be
that
waffle.
Just eat that. Yep.
Waffle. Yep. Absolutely. Vote goes to Fruit Waffle. T Squiggle agrees. Emmy has to go. Good night. You're probably already gone, but thanks for being here. We appreciate it so much. And Robin also is voting for Sleepy Hollow. And Elisa saw someone or the fruit on the side of the waffle, and they loaded her up with extra fresh fruit.
Oh, wow.
Interesting.
I bet you it wouldn't make the waffle as soggy too.
True. Yeah, you're right. We also had a good experience with this waffle, like in watching our vlogs back.
Oh, yeah.
Was we went over behind the Christmas shop.
Always sit there.
Where there's like picnic tables and nobody goes there. So then if Sleepy Hollow's busy, you just kind of carry your waffle like literally just across the road. And we ate there, and that's where the characters kind of come out. And the 2 stepsisters like
we were vlogging,
crashed our party. Like, and they were like, hey, can we get a, and I was like, yeah, come pull up a seat, have a waffle.
Oh my God, I love that.
It was great.
It was fun.
So Sleepy Hollow is moving on. Next up, there you go. Your cantina, Brianna, is
nice
versus the lunching pad in
Oh my God. Can I go first?
Go first. Rave about the cantina for us.
Okay. The cantina is what Pecos Bill tries to be. It's like what you order online versus what you get in the mail kind of vibe. And the cantina is incredible. The flavors are delicious. The rice is way better. The meat there is so well seasoned, so delicious. We just tried the empanadas with like the salsa verde on the top and like the con queso cheese, which is even better. And their nachos there are fabulous. Their queso is the best. We go to Epcot and we always, when I tell you, we always pick the cantina. We always pick the cantina. So I am a cantina girl. And you're voting for the cantina. I like everything I said.
I'll plug in my final answer.
Right?
I'm voting for the cantina. Yeah. Also, even I'm reading the comments of like the cantina has pristine AC, but then also if it's not that hot of a day and they have the outer seating, you could sit along the lagoon there. That is a spectacular view to sit there. Literally, go and sit if you can. If it's not too hot of a day, sit outside.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
It's great.
Love it. We have not eaten at the cantina, all that being said, but now have to.
Yeah.
And we also have not really ate at the lunching pad. I think it's just like those like stuffed pretzels and different things.
You ate a pretzel from me.
I know that with Haley and Tommy, they had like while I was down there, like a new breakfast offering, and it was almost like a taco. It had like egg and queso and that kind of thing, and then these like almost like a pull apart bread with like a cinnamon sugar on it and stuff.
Was I there?
No. Haley and Tommy were there with me. No, but
wow.
Even though I've never had it, I would love something like.
I think it would easily become one of your favorites.
Yeah. I love that kind of food. I feel like I'm always looking for things at Epcot that are not like a festival specific thing. And I think knowing that this is like a good quick service option, I think that I would pick here, and I'm excited to try it.
Yeah, I want to eat there.
Yeah,
so
it's so delicious.
For sure.
And even better with the marg in hand, says T Squiggle.
Nice.
Yeah.
There you go. A lot of votes for the cantina. Elisa with some nice AC voting for the cantina. Kyla and Kay and Jordan are voting for the cantina and the fireworks view on the water.
Yeah.
Teenager voting for the cantina. Madison says the cantina kids empanadas. Haley, welcome. Thanks for being here. Votes for the cantina. Evelyn also votes for the cantina. The cantina for the immaculate vibes when it's not, super packed. Elizabeth votes for the cantina, and so does Caitlin, and says we don't prioritize it enough on our trips.
Yeah. The thing about the cantina, you cannot mobile order.
Gotcha.
So it is like a light little like wait in line, and then you have to go up to the actual counter and order. So you can't mobile order. And I think that's a reason why people don't prioritize it, because you can mobile order really everywhere else. Yep. But the food there is like it is so good.
And then the line moves fast.
So
yes,
quick.
It's long, but bang bang boom. They have 12 registers.
They have 12
you
registers.
can go to. Yeah. It goes by.
There you go. And Robin and Kennedy also voting for the cantina, and the cantina is moving on. Was that a clean sweep? I think.
Get the broom.
Sweep, luncheon pad. Get you out of here.
Yeah, get out of here.
Next up, Rat Pizza Rizzo
gross.
versus Dockside Diner. Not two of Hollywood Studios' most fine work.
Not the most shining girls in Hollywood going up against each other.
But I did pick this picture because I had a revelation on one of my shifts on Grand Avenue, slinging bubble wands and stuff, and the sign changed to this. And now, like, I've been obsessed with that sign where it says like the city's top-rated pizza, but then the lights all flash off and it says it's Rat Pizza, which I think is so funny to me. And what I will say, which this is like a cast member thing, the biggest ever Disney magic is how they hide the Pizza Rizzo backstage smell from Grand Avenue. It is true Disney magic. Because when I would have to walk to work at Tatooine or Grand Avenue, you had to like hold your breath for a good 30 seconds because Rat Pizza. So
of all the garbage?
It's got because there's like a little chute.
Are you allowed to say that?
Yeah, that goes down, and there's just like a dumpster there, and it's got to be pizza and cheese and stuff, and it just is.
And it's quite literally like Satan's threshold in Florida.
Yeah. But I've never ate at Dockside Diner, and I have ate at Pizza Rizzo, so I'm gonna vote for Pizza Rizzo. And I do like the upstairs at Pizza Rizzo. It has like the little wedding vibes up there.
It's like a disco place.
Yeah.
I'm voting for Pizza Rizzo just for that.
Rat pizza. What about you guys?
We have not eaten that either.
Well, no, we've eaten at Dockside Diner once with it, but it was part of Jollywood Studios nights. So it was one of their like Christmas dessert thing.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I don't even remember what we ate, so it must have not been that good. I'm a big historical guy, so I think the context behind this sign is fun for Pizza Rizzo, so sign me up for pizza. That's where I'll go with this.
I remember what we got. It was at Jollywood Nights. It's in the vlog. It was the Christmas tree sugar cookie from Dockside Diner.
There you go.
And I'm gonna go Dockside Diner because well, one, we can kind of, we're allowed to do what we want here, but I think that Bethany Vinton has shared this before, and I think that Dockside Diner should be changed, Disney, if you're listening, to Dockside Dips, and they should do all different types of dips instead, like a fish dip, a buffalo chicken dip, a dill dip, sweet cannoli dip, and it just should be all dips on the water.
They could steal the inside of the buffalo chicken, which for ABC
Correct. So I really quite don't want to choose neither, but I'm gonna go Dockside Diner.
There we go. Good idea. Look at Disney. Take notes if you're watching. But also, so sorry that I said that. There's a dumpster back with cheese.
That's what you come for on the lives, the behind the scenes.
Exactly. Apparently, we got some votes for Rat Pizza for Kennedy and Caitlin. Ratza, if you will. Rizzo with the Riz for Elisa. Pizza Rizzo is actually one of my faves for gluten-free pizza. Katie says
it's nice that they do gluten-free options. I love that.
Yeah. It's Rat Pizza. Pizza Rizzo for the meatball sub. And then we got some Rat Pizza. There we go for the memes. Pizza Rizzo. Llama Floof loves it. T&H also Pizza Rizzo. Pizza Rizzo for the basic Caesar salad. T Squiggle wants to go with neither.
Same.
Robin votes for Pizza Rizzo. Madison also votes for neither. And T Squiggle says, very much a dip, girly. I choose Brianna's version.
Like, imagine like walking and pin trading on like in that area, like having a little buffalo chicken dip with some celery on a hot day. Like, you can't tell me it shouldn't be Dockside Dips.
It should be. I agree. Change that sign. But for now, we're keeping this sign, and it's Rat Pizza.
And it's Rat Pizza.
Yeah. Moving on. Next up, we have Aloha Isle Refreshments, which I know it's kind of like a cart, but it's a bigger one that has Dole Whip. So
yeah, that's a big one.
It is a quick service. And then this one in Japan that I'm trying to read, Katsura Grill.
Oh, Katsura Grill.
Yeah, which I've never been to because I know that's kind of tucked away. So I know that this is probably one of those where the food there is maybe better than Aloha Isle, but Aloha Isle is just one of those. For this round, I'll vote for it because I do love a Dole Whip. I think it's classic. I know it's kind of just more of a quick service little like walk up, but I do love a Dole Whip and I love the vibe there.
Very good vibes.
I love Dole. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I'm also gonna go with Dole Whip for this one.
I love a Dole Whip. I love the vibes there as well. And also Aloha Isle produced one of mine and Brianna's favorites, core memories of a Disney experience, because we brought our Dole Whips into the Enchanted Tiki room. And Brianna and I have never
laughed so hard.
A more laughing experience in our life with our Dole Whip in hand watching the Enchanted Tiki room. It was fantastic.
Yeah. I'm going to go with Aloha Isle because they have my second favorite Dole Whip, which is the pineapple upside down cake. And I always get it with a twist. So good. It is truly the best. And like Cory said, we have one of our favorite memories, which we did the Enchanted Tiki room with our Dole Whips. And it was the perfect little like 15-minute break. And we were just laughing hysterically because we'd never done it before. And it was just like a fun Disney nostalgia for like new Disney-ers and the history behind it. And I like a cold Dole Whip. I like a Dole Whip.
Me too. I love it. I also love because like I just feel like that it's like a fun place to go to where you can just, it's like, even if you don't like love that kind of area with like the rides and stuff, I just think just like being there to get a Dole Whip is so fun.
I agree.
It's a really good area.
Very Disney.
Kennedy kicking us off, Aloha Isle. So is Jen and T&H. Elisa also votes for Aloha with the Tropical Serenade. Kyla votes Aloha Isle. So does Kaden and Kay and Liz. T Squiggle says, oh my God, those bathrooms right next to Katsura sprayed water in my face while I was drinking around the world. And I was so traumatized. I cried actual tears. So Aloha Isle. Wow. Crazy story. Elisa says Dole Whip and Tiki Room all day.
It's so fun.
The Katsura Grill for the major Zen vibes. Ooh, I like those vibes. Robin votes Aloha. So does Haley. Caitlin says we can all guess her vote. And Elizabeth is voting Aloha Isle. Yes, with the Dole Whip in the Tiki Room is so fun. Love it.
Okay, wait. Do you know what you can get at Katsura Grill really quick? I just looked it up. You can get all different kinds of sushi. They have noodles and salad. So like shrimp tempura udon, pork ramen, vegetable udon. And then they have a recommended menu, which is shrimp and chicken teriyaki, chicken and beef teriyaki, chicken teriyaki, miso soup, edamame. They have great kids meals, desserts. I would love that.
Sounds like they have a lot of stuff.
I would love that. That is my vibe for sure.
I am like a sushi girl all of a sudden. Like I've just tried raw tuna about a year ago, and it's my new personality trait. So I think we should definitely add that to our next trip whenever we decide to book that, because we don't have one.
Aloha Isle. Moving on. Next up. All right. Baseline Tap House versus this is the little Yak and Yeti
Cafe.
quick service cafe where they have some breakfast and lunch and stuff, which we've had, but
I love it.
I love a charcuterie board with a baseline pretzel with the double cheese. Yum.
That entire photo of that represents Baseline Tap House is all you need in life.
That's our personality.
That is our personality when we go. That the Yak and Yeti thing, just don't even put that in consideration. That Baseline Tap House, yes,
it's just
so good.
It is just, it's so good. I'm pretty sure that this picture is from when me and Kennedy went together, who's here in the chat, and we just had the best time. And this was, I think, the first time that I had that pretzel, and I got it so many times all summer. And I ditched the mustard for a double cheese because I just was like, I want the cheese with the pretzel. And it is just so good.
Oh, I like the mustard though. It's good.
That's fair. Yeah.
I'm not saying it's not good. I'm not saying it's one. I know the beer cheese is better, but I like the mustard. It's good.
You
I
like those little potato things that we got from Yak and Yeti, which is fair.
I've only eaten that at Baseline once. I only had the pretzel, and it was with you. And I don't know. I feel like we went there kind of randomly.
Yeah, it was random.
Maybe I need to revisit it.
I love a pretzel, and I love that charcuterie board. It's so delicious.
Go with Yak and Yeti.
Yak and Yeti for you. That's fair. We also had that for the first time though with, like, I think that Caitlin and Austin, didn't we have it like with them? And it was actually good. It was a good breakfast multiple times. Yeah. But Baseline is just, I had to put it on here because I'm like, I know it's not like a traditional restaurant, but they got food. It is like a walk up. So I had to do it.
Yeah.
I also forgot to say that T Squiggle said it was toilet water.
Oh my goodness.
Which makes
I think I will have a breakdown.
That's terrible.
There we go, Kennedy. The Baseline pretzel with the double cheese sauce. Yes, Haley agrees. This is so funny. T Squiggle would marry Baseline.
Me too.
We all would, really.
Kay votes for Baseline. So does Kyla and TNH. Elisa says that her husband calls it Baseline Nap House. Robin's never been to either. Caitlin says the Yak and Yeti breakfast is so good. It really is. And Caden says that Baseline Kennedy has converted me. I think it's so good. I know it's just a pretzel, but it is good. And I love this. Yeah, like I said, the little board, delish.
It's a great deal. The charcuterie is 13 and the pretzel is 10. Yep. And they also have really delicious fountain ginger ale. That's what I always get when we go. And it's fab. 10
out of 10. And I also just love being outside there on Grand Avenue. Like, I love the whole vibe. It's so good.
Nice.
Beautiful there, yeah.
It's perfect.
So Baseline is moving on. Next up, Cosmic Rays Starlight Cafe versus the Sunshine Day Bar, which just has some little drinks, but it's considered a quick service.
Okay.
I like Cosmic Rays. I love the vibe. I love Sunny Eclipse there playing the piano. I know it's always very busy in there, but I really do like it. And I feel like it's just like a whole vibe thing to me. I love it in there a lot.
Wait, where is Sunshine Day Bar?
Hollywood Studios.
Is it where you get the milkshakes?
Sunset?
It's
No,
actually right before the Grand Trio from the
right
other
next
side.
to the pin place.
Almost there.
Oh, almost there.
It's by like a DVC booth, I think, or something.
So okay, well, in this case, I'll go with Cosmic Rays, but I'm not a big Cosmic Rays fan.
Yeah, you aren't a Cosmic Rays fan.
But I'll still go for it.
Yeah. What about you guys?
Cosmic Rays for me. They have a fantastic spicy chicken, fried chicken sandwich that I get there. I've also had a hot dog from there. It's a hot dog. I'll be honest. To me, it tastes like Casey's Corner hot dog. I'm sure they have the same vendor. But it has, for Brianna and I, the best mac and cheese. That is the best craft fake cheese mac and cheese that you could buy at Disney. It's so good.
Yeah. I'm going to go Cosmic Rays because I wouldn't go for the Sunshine Bar probably, but I don't really love Cosmic Rays either. However, I do love Cosmic Rays when I want a chicken tender and a mac and cheese. And that is sometimes after a really long, really chaotic Magic Kingdom day. Like, that's just where my heart wants me to be. Like, that's like Sunny's calling for me and is like, come have a seat in the air condition and a little bit of chaos, but like, it'll be good. And the other thing is that mac and cheese, sometimes, for the most part, we've gotten it a handful of times, and
we've at least gotten it 4
and like
times.
1 or 2 times it hasn't been great, but the other times the mac and cheese, the kids mac and cheese, is a little different. It almost has like a Velveeta-ness to it, and it's actually really good. So I always get, when we go, I get 2 kids meals, a kids mac and cheese and a kids chicken tender, and I get 2 sides of fries and a cutie and apple slices and a kid's Fountain Diet Coke.
Sounds perfect to me.
Or happily ever after.
Yeah, that's always the 3 happily ever after meal. Yeah.
I think that you would like the mac and cheese. Then have to try it. So let us see what everyone else has to say. And T Squiggle did in fact have a breakdown. I told my BF at the time we needed to leave because I was so done.
I would have left too. I would have been like, I need the rest of the day to mentally reestablish myself.
Yeah, for sure. TNH and Kennedy and Jordan all voting for Cosmic Rays. Kay as well. And Kyla and Caden all voting for Cosmic Rays and Mr. Sunny Eclipse. Robin votes for Cosmic Rays. Elisa says that Cosmic Rays, although Sunny Eclipse gives me some Chuck E. Cheese vibes.
Yeah, that's 100%.
Big time. We have T Squiggle voting for Cosmic Rays, and Madison only for Sunny Eclipse is voting for Cosmic Rays. I also I always kind of think of this, like at nighttime we leave the park. Is he sitting there at his piano? Does he play a little bit? I don't know. A little bit interesting. But Cosmic Rays is moving on.
Woo!
Next up, the Sunshine Tree Terrace versus Connections Eatery at Epcot. So Sunshine Tree, you got your like I Lava You Float and all that kind of stuff. And Connections Eatery, in my opinion, I love that salad. If you guys haven't had that salad, or anyone else, it's like the General Tso salad. They give you big chicken tenders with super good sauce, a really good salad. So for that alone, am voting for Connections because I love that salad. I would get it every time that I go to Epcot. Yeah, I think it's so good.
I feel like Sunshine Tree is like a vibe, but I feel like Connections is has good food.
Yeah. I think it's underrated. I like it. What about you?
I'm going Connections too. When I went with my friend Casey last year on our little girls trip, we ate at Connections for the first time, and I had a burger and fries, and their zesty sauce that is a little spicy. It was like sriracha mayonnaise kind of vibes. Was so good. And I've also had their waffle with the berries and the whipped cream, and that is so good. So I'm going Connections, but I want to give an honorable mention because my favorite Dole Whip is at Sunshine Tree, which is the creamsicle twist, the orange and the vanilla ice cream twist. But Connections for me.
It's breaking my heart because I know I'm losing, but the I Lava You Float at Sunshine
is your
Tree
favorite. That's his favorite Dole Whip.
My favorite Dole Whip. Swan dive into that for me. It just the refreshingness, the fizz from the soda to the crackling pop from the Pop Rocks. It is a grand trio of everything happening in your mouth. I love it.
And Orange Bird is so cute.
And the Orange Bird, that's literally Brianna's favorite photo. Every time I walk by, take a picture of Orange Bird.
He's so cute.
He's so cute. All right, let's see what everyone has to say. Kennedy votes for Connections. So does Kyla and Caden. Madison as well. Connections is so good. Kay votes for Connections. TNH votes for Sunshine. Caitlin says, No comparison, Connections. Justine votes for Connection. Madison says, I need Sunshine Seasons to be on the list. Yep.
Madison. Yes.
Elisa votes for, or sorry, this is a hard one because the Connections vibes and the food are immaculate. Or I guess maybe that's a vote for Connections then. T Squiggle says, I do love Sunshine Tree for the I Lava You float, but I've got to go Connections. Tim goes for Sunshine all day, and Elizabeth is voting for Connections. So Connections is moving on. Next up is the Creperie in France versus Mr. Kamal's at Animal Kingdom.
Mr. Kamal's.
Mr. Kamal's.
I think Mr. Kamal's is like one of my second, if not third favorite in all of Animal Kingdom for food.
Wow.
We've never had Mr. Kamal's. And I don't know, like is it only open at certain hours? Like, is that one of those, or it's always open? Because maybe
it might be always open, but it's not open early in the morning. Like it's delayed because it doesn't do breakfast, and it's just 11. A little kiosk.
Yeah.
And they have the chicken dumplings, which are Cory's favorite. The crunch on the outside is unreal. And the seasoned fries are seasoned so good with the sriracha mayonnaise on the side. So I'm a Mr. Kamal's girl.
So in the intro, when you saw me doing like this, that was when we were eating a fry from Mr. Kamal's. Yeah. Oh, so good. It's so good.
I want to try Mr. Kamal's. I'm going to vote for it because I feel like I would really like it.
So
I think you're a lot, Heidi.
And let's be fully transparent. We have not had the Creperie.
I don't, but it would never beat Mr. Kamal's.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I probably would love a crepe, but it's Mr. Kamal's.
I had the crepes for the first time in June, and we tried like all of them. Yeah, because it was me, my mom, my sister, and my aunt, and we all tried them. And there were some that I loved, and then some that I didn't love. But I just think it's because like one of them was like a brie, like crepe,
like a brie cheese.
Yeah, like, and I think that it was maybe too much for me, but it was like a savory crepe with like the cheese, which I think, like, if that's your vibe, that's great. Cool. I just like my plain classic, like,
but you said you
Nutella
really
crepe,
it.
But I really did like it.
Mm-hmm.
I just know that I would love the fries more though, like guaranteed, like the fries, sriracha mayo, like I love that. So I'm gonna vote for the fries, even though that I have had the crepes, and have not had the fries. I feel like that I would just die for the fries because they're probably so good. So that's my vote.
Dumplings you probably would like.
Oh, true.
They're so crunchy.
Crunchy dumplings.
Like double fried.
Sign me up. A lot of votes for Mr. Kamal's. Madison, T&H, Kyla, and Lisa, and Kennedy all vote for Mr. Kamal's. Kay and Haley and T&H are voting for Mr. Kamal's. Or maybe this is T&H are saying 11 to 5. Oh, the hours. Gotcha, for Mr. Kamal's. So yeah, so maybe it's that we're just not over in that area early. Later in the day.
I don't know.
Jen says apparently I need to try Mr. Kamal's. Justine votes for the Creperie. T Squiggle says Mr. Kamal's for sure, like sitting by the river too. Elizabeth is voting for the Creperie. There you go. Yeah, sweet savory crepes, all different stuff. T Squiggle loves the flotillas, and the crepes give a sad pancake sometimes, says Elisa. It's fair. Mr. Kamal's, easily moving on. Next up, we have the Friar's Nook versus Sunshine Seasons at Epcot.
This is easy for me.
This one's easy, yeah.
Yeah, take it away.
You can go first.
The Sunshine Seasons. What?
That one's the one you're kicking out.
Oh, I only get the Peter Pan float from. I mean, no. Oh no, we get the buffalo chicken. No. Scratch my everything that I'm about to. Okay, it's the Friar's Nook. And the tots from there are great.
Yeah.
The Peter Pan. I was really about to say the tots. Ugh. The Peter Pan's float is lovely.
That's not what it's from.
Where's it from?
Storybook Treats.
You've got to be kidding me.
Yes.
I don't know where the hell anything is. It's Friar's Nook, so I don't get stabbed later.
No, you can pick the Sunshine. I just really did not think that's what you were going to say.
Oh, I like the birria tacos.
You pick what you want. I just was a little shocked.
I like the Sunshine treat. I like the birria tacos from there. I am sticking with my guns here.
Okay.
There you go.
Even if it means my life is at risk.
I am going Friar's Nook. We do love the birria tacos from Sunshine Seasons. However, that is the only thing on that menu that I like.
That's the only thing I need to get.
Everything else gives tacky. It's just not good. I don't think the flavor is good. I'm sorry for people in the chat that like Sunshines. I don't think it's as good. The Bacon, macaroni and cheese, loaded tots from the Friar's Nook are my absolute favorite. Years ago, they used to have a buffalo chicken loaded tot with ranch and celery, and it was so good, but they got rid of it. And one of my favorite Magic Kingdom desserts that is a hidden gem is at Friar's Nook, and it is the caramel apple pecan hand pie, which is like cinnamon apples deep fried in like an empanada wrapper, and it's drizzled with this like vanilla caramel sauce. So Friar's Nook for me, 100, like no competition.
We've never had either of these, have we?
No, but after
talking about this now, so I have wanted to try.
When I watched your video, I didn't know you could have like birria tacos.
I didn't know you could get them there either, and I love that.
And I
so
wanted
good.
that.
Me too.
So I'm voting for that because.
So fun fact, they actually they came to Sunshine Seasons like maybe a year ago for like, I think it was Hispanic Heritage Month, or it was like a special.
It was
and then
part
I think
of like
they
the 50th anniversary.
Yeah, but they are better in Disneyland. So you both need to try the ones in Disneyland because you're gonna like those better. They won't compete to those.
There you
go.
But
they are very, very good.
Yummy. Those will suffice.
Yeah. I'm gonna go the Friar's Nook because I think that I like the idea that what like they have there more so than maybe like everything that would be at Sunshine Seasons, which I do like. Like I'm with you, Cory, that if there's one thing that I love, like I would get every time. But I really want to try both of the things that you said, Brianna. Like I would love those like a loaded tot with mac and cheese.
They're so good.
Like,
it's
so good.
A bed of tots topped with mac and cheese, bacon, sour cream, chives. Like
that's
they're so good.
Yeah, and then like a little hand pie with some apples and stuff. Yum.
So good. So
I'm gonna vote for Friar's Nook, even though these are both gonna be on my list. Like a birria taco. Yum. Let's see what everyone else has to say. Kennedy votes for the Friar's Nook. So does Elizabeth. Jen votes for Sunshine. So does Madison. I'm excited about it earlier. Caden votes for Friar's Nook. Elisa votes for Sunshine. So does Jordan. Madison says that you have to try the salmon and green beans. Seasons.
I would give that a go. I love salmon and I love green beans.
There you go. Justine votes for Sunshine Seasons. So does T&H and K, and then T Squiggle and Haley are voting for the Friar's Nook.
Close call.
Very close call. Wow. Which one's moving on, Heidi?
Seasons.
Sunshine Seasons.
What? Woo! I can't believe that was
Power to the birria tacos, baby.
That was a really bad knockout for Friar's Nook. I really thought they were going to go all the way, pretty far in the way.
There you go. Sunshine Season. I'm so sorry, Brianna. Moving on. Next up, this is your 8 Spoon Cafe versus the Lotus Blossom Cafe in the China Pavilion in Epcot.
You guys can go first.
Have we had that?
So I've had the Lotus Blossom Cafe because they have the cheese wontons there that I love. But now knowing that 8 Spoon Cafe has mac and cheese that's probably better than Flame Tree, how could I not vote for Elite Mac and Cheese at Disney?
Oh, that's where that is?
Yeah.
Okay, then,
so gotta be easy.
Yeah.
You guys?
8 Spoons Cafe has the best food item in all of Walt Disney World.
That's Cory's favorite.
In the pulled pork jelly donut sandwich.
Oh.
It is the perfect.
Brandon's adding it to his list.
It is the perfect mixture of savory and sweet. You look at these two things, you're like, this does not work.
It does.
But guess what? It is literally fireworks, happiness, whatever is the best thing that could happen to you in your mouth. It is so good.
So good.
And I knew that you loved it because I like you guys have talked about it, and I didn't know like where that it was from. And now that I know this information that it's here, I've talked about this for so long because I knew that you guys liked it, and I was like, I need to have this, but I have no clue where it is, and now I know where it is.
So where you go to you pass Discovery Island, and then it's right before the main gateway entrance of Asia.
It's near Starbucks.
That's where it is.
Gotta go. Oh.
And I'll tell you really quick why it works, because I said this to Cory when we got it.
Yeah.
The idea is like the day after Thanksgiving sandwich with like cranberry sauce, turkey on like a bread. And it gives the exact idea, right? It's like the jelly embodies the cranberry sauce. The pulled pork is really salty, which embodies the turkey. And then the bread, which is the donut. And it is fabulous, and that macaroni and cheese is better. And I believe it's more of like, this will make sense, but the macaroni and cheese has cheese pulls. It almost embodies a similar mac and cheese pull to Homecoming. It's not the same. Like Homecoming's is better, but Flame Trees didn't. Flame Trees was like tossed in the cheese and put in. This is like baked macaroni and cheese and topped. And you will love it. This needs to be a top try for you.
Oh, has to be. Yum. Oh my God. This has been like, I just want to try everything.
I feel like I'm
seriously. Elizabeth is voting for 8 spoons, so is Jordan's, and Cory, you put him onto the pulled pork donut. There you go, best snack. Elisa, 8 spoons. T Squiggle and Madison and Kennedy all voting for 8 spoons with the mac and cheese. T and H and Kay and Kyla and Tim all voting for 8 spoons.
A sweep, baby.
A big sweep. 8 spoons. Moving on. Next up, we have Woody's Lunchbox, which has now come in because of the buy round. Like I said before, 4 restaurants got a buy versus Sleepy Hollow. Which
I'm ripping the Band-Aid. It's Woody's Lunchbox.
It is, but it's just I didn't want to rip it that fast.
It's Woody's Lunchbox. As delicious as this waffle is, Woody's has 4 or 5 things that are wonderful that just hit every single time. And my brisket grilled cheese, or brisket melt, is one of those items that I get every single time. And I'm sorry, Woody's Lunchbox has an alcohol beverage. Magic Kingdom doesn't allow it. And the Grown Ups Lemonade is probably one of the better adult beverages on property.
Woody's for me.
Yeah, me too. Sadly, but not sadly, because it's so good. But
yeah, that one deserved to buy. You know what I mean? That's why it deserved to buy. Yeah. It was gonna probably knock out whoever it went up against.
Yeah, it just hurts that it's against the waffle right now, because that waffle is a good competitor. Like it stood a good chance.
Put the waffle against Friar's Nook, and that would have been easy.
Like that one stood a really hard chance, you know.
But I just it's like the tachos. The tart, which I know that Brianna's not a fan of the tart, but I don't know. I just like the whole vibe there, even though you swelter away and it's hard to get a seat.
And
hang on.
Seating. So that's the best description of just trying to find a seat. Hang on.
Yeah. What about you, Heidi? Clearly?
Yeah, this is the place that when we were talking about ABC, this is where I'd way rather eat.
Yeah.
And last time we were on our trip, I said, I'm going to Woody's. And I went and I stood there and I ate my food. And I don't even care that it's hot because I'm just like so happy to be there. So I will get my grilled cheese and my little tomato soup and swelter in the heat. And I'm just happy. So I'm voting for that one. But yeah, the waffle, it's a rough go for the waffle for sure.
Yeah. Poor waffle.
Poor waffle.
It's also Sleepy Hollow as a whole, but we're just saying it's the waffle because
it is just the waffle.
It is just the waffle. Yeah, the waffle's really carrying. This also might be a almost a sweep. Kennedy is voting for Woody's. Kyla votes for Sleepy Hollow. T and H is voting for Woody's, and also T Squiggle says hot take, not a big Woody's gal. I'm going with the Sleepy Hollow.
It's all right.
Yeah, this is making me so hungry too. I agree. Woody's Lunchbox for Jordan. Kay and Madison also voting for Woody's. Jen votes for Sleepy Hollow. Justine and Haley, the tots are life. I agree. I love a tacho so much. Riley votes for Woody's all day. Elisa says Woody's, as much as I hate having to play musical chairs for a table.
Yeah.
Literally.
I'm like a vulture.
Yeah. Tim cannot decide, and Caitlin says it's Woody's. Yeah. Gotta be. It's just so good. So Woody's is moving on. Next up, the Cantina versus its rat pizza.
Break out the broomsticks already. Yeah. It's Cantina.
It's the Cantina, baby. It's the Cantina for me.
This side has been interesting because I feel like it's like it has some lows on this end.
It does have some lows, but some highs. I'm going to vote for the Cantina. I have had Pizza Rizzo, have not had the Cantina, but the Cantina seems like my vibe. Pizza Rizzo is just a pizza, but sometimes I feel like you're in the mood for pizza, but I feel like now knowing this Cantina is just amazing.
You would love the Cantina. You would love the Cantina.
Exactly. Got to be. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah. Bonus points for the good sign.
The sign's good. We've eaten there.
We've eaten there a couple times.
It's not terrible, but
it's fine.
It's just like
it's basic salad and pizza.
It feeds you. That's about it.
Yeah.
I think there's one restaurant. How many restaurants do we have that still have the buy? 3,
one
right?
One more.
I think I know the one that has the buy.
Can you whisper it to me?
I don't remember which one it is.
I hope I'm right. If I'm not and it's not on this list, we're gonna have to do this all over again from the start.
I hope it's on. Now I'm like, I don't even know which one it is. Now I'm stressed, but we'll see. Yeah, you going Cantina? You're trying to think of which one it is. So
yeah, I'm going Cantina.
Now I'm stressed. What? Well, okay. Let's just wait and see. I guess then, right? I was gonna say,
this is a surprise now.
Let's wait and see. Kennedy votes for Rat Pizza. Kay votes for the Cantina. So does Kyla and TNH and Madison. Cantina all the way. Elisa is getting out the broom. Voting for the Cantina. So is Jordan, and T Squiggle says a Cantina for sure. And Kennedy did stop it. She was voting for Rat Pizza right away, kicking it off. But the Cantina is moving on. Next up, Aloha Isle versus Baseline Tap House. Baseline Tap House.
Baseline Tap House for me.
Oh,
not even a comparison.
You love a Dole Whip so much.
I do.
I take Sunshine Tree Terrace is so much better than Aloha Isle, so it's a tragedy that Aloha Isle moved on before Sunshine Tree Terrace.
I don't know if I agree, only because my specialty one is at Aloha Isle and your specialty one is at Sunshine. You know what I mean?
That one.
I think they both do great things in their own perspective little sections.
But at the end of the day, Baseline wins this.
Baseline wins.
Oh, I have a list of things
close my eyes and taste the cheese.
Me too. I was gonna say right now, like I'm just like over here looking at this other monitor, and I'm just like, oh, like I want to be down there in 30 days just to get you. I just want you. I'm like, please.
Double cheese dip.
Double cheese.
Double cheese.
Kennedy is voting for Baseline always. And T Squiggle says, oh, like I said, Baseline with a ring emoji. I love it. Elisa votes Aloha Isle. Kay votes for Baseline. Madison says the coconut pineapple swirl. Kyla votes for Baseline. TNH votes for Aloha. Robin is voting for Sunshine Tree, maybe Aloha Isle, or maybe Sunshine Tree is from earlier. I'm not too sure. Who knows? Caden votes for Baseline, and Caitlin votes Aloha Isle. I'm stressed. Is this close, Heidi, or no?
It is pretty close, but
who took it?
I love looking at their face. They're like, there's no way. It is Baseline.
Thank God.
Okay, thank God.
Baseline
kind of stalled a little bit, and
Baseline is moving on. Next up, we have Cosmic Rays versus Connections Eatery.
Connections for me.
Yeah, Connections for me too.
It's just like more elevated than
Cosmic Rays, baby.
There you go. Sunny Eclipse for Cory.
I think they have a.
And actually, here's the thing: I'm not even into Sunny Eclipse. We sat in my room once, and I was like,
I don't like being in here.
No, I was like, this is fine, but it's like I feel as though everyone just wants to be in there. I was just like, get me away from the people.
You would really love Connections if you got their spicy chicken sandwich. And it's just when we go to Epcot, we always go to the Cantina. We go to other places, or we eat through the festival.
I have had one thing, and it was this the waffle at the bottom.
So I've had the actual food, and it's fabulous. So I think once we eventually get to go back, we'll prioritize it so that you can try it, because I think that you would really enjoy it.
I'll eat there, absolutely.
Sure. Yeah. A lot of votes for Connections, though. T Squiggle and Kennedy. And Caden kicking us off Connections. Kay also Connections. Sputterspark Welcome says Sunny Eclipse, though. I love it. Justine votes Connections. TNH is voting for Cosmic. Madison and Elisa vote for Connections. Goodbye Chuck E. Cheese. Kyla votes Connections. And so does Elizabeth. All voting for Connections. So Connections, moving on. Sorry if we're flying through these two, but we're very clearly know which one that we want. So
these I feel like are really
no need for explanation.
Like we know, you know.
Yeah. So Connections is moving on. Next up, Mr. Kamal's versus Sunshine Seasons.
Kamal's.
Yeah.
Two that I want to try.
Literally, they offer 2 items and they do it spectacular.
Oh, I'm so
excited. I will say Kamal's, and I'll give a little zhuzh.
Yeah.
The Mr. Kamal's is really hard to beat in my eyes because I find the seasoning and the flavor depth in what they do is just really great. Like the fries with their, sriracha mayo is really good. The fries are good on their own or with the sauce. And I'm not a big dumpling girl, which I didn't really, or are they pot stickers? No, they're dumplings, right?
They're dumplings,
right? So, and the outside of them is almost like they were fried. Have you ever had I said this in the vlog, but
first,
like the double fried French fry when you fry a French fry and then you fry it, and it almost has like an extra coating on the sides.
Yeah,
that's what the dumplings kind of give off. Like they're all this crackle coating outside, and this flavor is just so good. So, yeah.
Well, I want to try that.
Yeah, you're a big potato person and a fry person, so you would just, I think you'd
love the fries so much.
Yeah. I'm also going to vote for Mr. Kamal's. I've never had either of these, but I just could see myself always wanting to go back for the fries. And I think that fries are a thing that, yes, they're basic, but if you can make a fry very like elevated and different, that's like a win. You know what I mean? Because
100%.
it's just fries, but if they're done very well, it's perfect. But I do want to try that taco though, still for sure.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think a lot of votes for Kamal's here. Kyla votes for Mr. Kamal's. So does T Squiggle and Kennedy, and T and H and Kay and Elisa, all voting for Mr. Kamal. Madison votes for Sunshine Seasons. Elizabeth votes for Mr. Kamal's, and Caden votes for Sunshine Seasons because that vegan dirt cup slaps. Interesting. So Mr. Kamal's is moving on. Next up, we have 8 Oh, this is the other one that was on here. Was right. This one that you thought?
I was right.
Regal Eagle. Yeah, Regal Eagle.
Eagle. So 8 spoons versus Regal Eagle.
I love Regal Eagle.
For me, it's 8 spoons. It's 8 spoons.
I'm gonna vote for Regal Eagle because it's literally one of my faves, and I haven't eaten at 8 spoons, but I feel like it's not a fair vote on my part.
That's perfect.
I look at this Regal Eagle picture though, and it just looks like I just would love it right now. But I will say though, if I have that jelly donut, that will likely, Cory, be one of my favorite things that I've had, because that is such, like that is my thing. If I could have a sweet and salty thing together, I would love it. So
now, I am not saying that Regal Eagles, but I love Regal Eagles. Sign me up every time in the World Showcase. Love it.
Yeah.
Because for what you get, just in terms of food and portion size, they throw it at you. And also, if you just need a good snack, get a kid size.
Yeah.
If you're trying to graze a little bit and not want to overindulge, their kid portion's great. I just am obsessed with the mac and cheese and that pulled pork jelly donut sandwich. I can't say Regal Eagle.
This is really hard for me.
Do you want to flip a coin?
Take your time.
Well, I think the mac and cheese at Regal Eagle is better. It is. It's baked. It's got the breadcrumbs. It's got more
Regal
depth.
Eagle, you think it's better?
Yes. Okay. I like the shape of the pasta better. It's more of a shell. However, I do love a corkscrew. The cavatappies, I think they're called. So, but I think the Regal Eagle mac and cheese has it beat. I think the pulled pork is better at 8 Spoons Cafe than Regal Eagle.
Yeah.
However, my half chicken that I got at Regal Eagle
insanity
was so fabulous and so juicy that I am gonna go Regal Eagle for this one.
There you go.
It's really hard for me to pick, but this is probably my toughest battle besides the sandwich and the Woody's and the waffle sandwich wasn't as hard for me. This, I'm I want both. I want them to be in the final. You know what I mean? So Regal Eagle, but that one was hard.
Yeah, I feel that these are both, I guess, maybe kind of more on the same wavelength though. So it's kind of
they're similar. I think that's why it's also hard because you actually are comparing.
Yeah, for sure.
What did you vote for?
Regal Eagle because I've had it before, but I know that I'm gonna love 8 spoons and it is on my list for sure. But like me, I think that me and Austin got this, whatever it was, with like
the fries.
Yeah, and it was so good with like the
I
fry, mac and cheese. You get the other thing, like the
what's right
pork
there.
butt platter.
Yeah.
Which
So
is good, but yeah, yum.
Yum.
Where's my little cursor? There we go. I'm like, what's happening? Kennedy votes Regal Eagle, so does T&H. Jordan votes 8 spoons. Sputter Spark has never been to 8 spoons. Me neither, but I will be going. I have to. It sounds so good. Key votes Regal Eagle. Caden says Regal Eagle. We love Muppet representation along with patriotism. Love it. Madison votes Regal Eagle. So does Elisa. Caitlin says Regal Eagle, baby. God bless America. Elizabeth
says the person from Canada.
Yeah, exactly. Elizabeth says 8 spoons. So does Kyla, and T Squiggle is voting for Regal Eagle. So Regal Eagle is taking this one, which I'm glad that it was on here because for a second I was like, "Where is that?" And then, oh yeah, that's the one that's here.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Ooh, Woody's lunchbox versus the Cantina.
It's not funny.
This side is so much harder.
So much harder.
Who randomized this?
Hey, bracket fights. You can thank them.
Well, I'll start us off because for me, it's Woody's because I've eaten there and I love Woody's.
Yep. And I'm also going to vote Woody's because I've had it before. And it's different if it was I've had it before and I don't like it.
Yeah.
But I've had it before and I really love it. I'm sure that I also will love the Cantina, but just for this point in time, it's Woody's for me.
I have my answer, and Brianna's going to punch me in the face because my tiebreaker is the tart. So it's Woody's lunchbox.
That is so stupid. That is just like a dumb answer because that wouldn't, if anything, if it was the tiebreaker, you'd be picking the Cantina.
No, it's Woody's lunchbox.
I just like want to be able to vote for both. This is really even harder for me than the last one.
These are just
like, they're not on the same wavelength, like
at all.
They kind of are, but not really. Like the tachos are what I get, which is on more of like that like Mexican inspired train, which is the Cantina.
Tough one.
I'm gonna go with I think you should go through the votes in the chat and then I'll decide at the end.
Okay, got it. I got you. Let's see. This is her worst nightmare. It really is. T Squiggle. Both of these back to back have been
They're like my 2 favorite quick serve. Like it would be like the Cantina, Woody's, Satuli, and like 8 spoon. Like it's like they really are.
Yep. T&H is voting for Woody's. So is Caden and Kennedy. Kyla votes the Cantina. Justine votes Woody's. T Squiggle votes for the Cantina. Elisa says the Cantina. The AC was the tiebreaker. Elizabeth votes for Woody's, and Caitlin says Woody's lunchbox because you get breakfast, lunch, and dinner there. You have options, and is laughing at the tart being the tiebreaker. And Riley says this is the hardest matchup so far, but Woody's still wins. Those tots are to die for. Madison says the Cantina, and Jordan votes for Woody's. And we go back to Miss Brianna.
Okay. I'm gonna really go like cutthroat here. It's the only way I'll be able to decide.
Yeah.
If I had to get rid of one and I could never eat there again, and I had to keep one.
I know exactly which one you're gonna say.
I'm gonna keep
I know exactly which one you're going to say. Do you want me to say it?
No, because I don't think you know. I'm gonna keep Woody's.
Oh,
nice.
I can't get rid of the idea of the tacho with the Frito and the queso and the sour cream. Like I just can't let it go. And I think of the Cantina and where it is so incredible. I couldn't. The idea of never eating at Woody's again like made me more sad than like never eating there again.
Brianna just knows that I love Toy Story, and since she loves me, she's just choosing the Toy Story.
No, because you said the tiebreaker was the tart, which was the most quite literal whack thing I've ever heard.
Woody's moving on. That was tough. This has been hard. This one maybe isn't as hard. It's Baseline versus Connections Eatery.
This one's easy for you because you've never eaten at Connections, but like Connections has such great stuff. Like, I actually think this one's a little hard because Baseline is just those things, you know?
Yeah. I'm with you. I think
according truthfully, I've never had Connections except for the waffle. So it's Baseline for me.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think that Connections is one of those. I think that when you look at this picture, it looks very basic, kind of like just any quick service.
It's like giving cosmic rays by the photo.
Yes, but it has an elevated feel to it to me. Like the pizza feels elevated. Like I said, I love that
real dishware.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. Like, it's just, I think that it's a really good vibe in there too, and I feel like it's a very welcome thing for like this park where everything is very World Showcase heavy. So to have this as like a different option that's still good food, I think is good. It's kind of hard because I feel like that I haven't been voting for just like the overall place this whole time. I think that Connections probably is an overall better food location, but I think if I had to pick the better food like item, like these on the left are just elite to me. So I'm gonna stick and vote for Baseline, because if I had to pick one of these to keep, like you said, Brianna, I would have to keep Baseline versus Connections.
But when they get hard, that's what you have to do, is you have to be like, if I had to get rid of one and I could never eat there again, which one could I live without?
Yeah, exactly. What about you?
I'm gonna say Connections though.
Yeah,
just like for the fact of like more things that I would get.
Yeah, and it is like it's good food. Like, it's not like it's just this like random. It's good. I like it. Alrighty.
Baseline.
Yeah, Brianna didn't vote.
Yeah. Oh,
Baseline for me.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. I was like, I don't know why that I thought that you voted for Baseline, but you had said that it was like tough. Harder. Tougher.
Yeah. Baseline.
Kennedy votes for Baseline. So does Caden. T Squiggle because of the cheese. Elisa votes for Connections. Kyla votes for Line Up the Bases. That's funny. Liz votes for Connections. Madison and T&H also vote for Connections. Elisa says, where's Caitlin with the Connections vote? See, the salad. Can never give that up with some veggies during the trip. So I think this one is very close. If there's any other votes.
I think we should just flip a coin.
If there's any other votes coming through, we'll give it a second because it's close.
Brandon does not want Brandon wants it to go through.
No, we can call it here because I don't see any coming through. The winner is Baseline by 1 vote.
I'll take it, baby. Let's go. Quick, get to the next.
Double cheese. Double cheese.
Next up, Mr. Kamal's versus Regal Eagle.
Oh, my baby.
I am going Regal Eagle because it has a plethora of options that are good and not just 2 options that are good. So I'm going to say that they produce more at a better rate.
Wow.
I'm going for Regal Eagle, but I really, really want to try Mr. Kamal's so I can get an actual answer for this question.
I know. I got to vote Regal Eagle because I've had it before and I really like it. I'm sure that I'll love the fries and the dumplings, so I'll report back. But for now, Regal Eagle.
I'm going to follow the train.
Yep.
I'm going to follow on the Regal Eagle train because I believe that if I tried those loaded French fries with the onion rings, that it would just not be competition. And I think sometimes what's hard about some of the Animal Kingdom food is when you take Satuli out of it, you're eating at a lot of this like kiosk idea, like quicker grab and go, smaller style. And Regal Eagle to me, I think has really superior food, especially for people that have had really good barbecue, like being in America and like knowing good homemade barbecue, like their barbecue is great. So I'm going to go Regal Eagle.
There we go. I also feel so bad because Elisa said that their husband voted for Connections, but then I called it and said, bruh, and I'm so sorry because I feel bad. She was happy because she'd marry that Baseline.
Oh yeah.
And then we're kicking off with some votes for Kamal, for Kyla, Kennedy and Madison and Jordan all vote for Regal Eagle. Teenage said a hard one, but Regal Eagle for options. Elisa with a caw with a bunch of eagles. Caitlin votes Regal Eagle. America with the chants going on. Gotta go Regal Eagle. And Caden and Liz also voting for Regal Eagle, a fan favorite, dare I say. Moving on to the next round. Next up in round 3, I guess over here, there's this is because
is this the finale?
No, because
there's a final 4.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Is going to be Baseline versus Regal Eagle.
For me, it's Regal Eagle. I love this place.
Okay. I have to because I have to stick with what you said. If I had to lose one and keep the other, I feel like
you like Baseline more than Regal Eagle.
Exactly. So
you definitely do.
It's got to be Baseline, because if I couldn't have that pretzel and that charcuterie board, I would be sad. So gotta be.
In the same definition of if I could lose one and be able to sleep at night, I am picking Baseline Tap House. I could lose Regal Eagle.
Me too.
Because I can get barbecue here whenever I want to.
I'm gonna lose Regal Eagle because like when we did dinner one night, we like split a charcuterie and the pretzel, and we just like I'm
with you.
Like the piece of bread with the smeared goat cheese and a piece of the meat and like a dip, and then it kind of falls apart a little, so then you kind of have to put the pieces together, and then you dip it a little bit in like the Dijon mustard, like little things, and then you eat it, and then it's like a little spicy, and you're like, oh, I need something to cleanse the palate, and then you dip the pretzel in the cheese, and then I take a sip of my ginger ale, and I'm like, this is what happiness tastes like, so it's Baseline for me. Like, it's Baseline.
Yeah. Goodness. I'm so sorry, Heidi, that Regal Eagle.
It's okay.
But I think Regal Eagle is like going up against a really tough competitor to us 3. Yeah. So I think if Regal Eagle went up against a lot of others, I think Regal Eagle would have swept.
But here's also the problem. It's kind of like a buzzkill where it's like Regal Eagle is truly like a meal.
That's
actually getting a meal out of it. Where it's like Baseline is truly snacking.
Yeah, Caitlin said that too. Did you see her comment?
No, I did not.
Yeah, literally, that's exactly what she said.
And that's why I think
great minds think alike.
Yep.
Yeah, which is fair. And I think that my vote will change the next round for it because of that reason. But I think in terms of this matchup, I would pick a Baseline.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Kennedy votes for Baseline. So does Kyla, T&H, and Jordan and Madison all vote for Regal Eagle. Elisa says, see my prior vote with the Eagles. Caden votes for Baseline. T Squiggle also votes for Baseline. And yeah, Cory says Caitlin. There we go. Agreeing with you. But which one's moving on, Heidi?
Can we like reevaluate that? Because you got me confused there at the end. I was
Sorry.
reading while you're talking.
We're 3-1, right?
Yes.
Okay. So we got for Baseline, we have 3 plus, so this one 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
And then for Regal Eagle, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 votes.
Baseline took it, baby.
There you go. And this is our final on this side of the bracket. And it's Woody's versus Baseline to go up against our winner from the other side of the bracket.
Woody's for me.
This is where for me, I know because I would be sad if I lost the pretzel, but the Woody's, like, to me is my favorite quick service location.
Ever?
Yeah, I feel like that's got to be. I think that it's so good. I just love Toy Story. I love being there, even if it's hot. I just like love everything about it. So it's got to be. Oh, excuse that. Cancel that.
Software update.
I don't know, like, if anyone agrees or if I'm in the minority, but I just think that Woody's is a complete quick service all the way down to the turn.
Sorry, I just read Caitlin's comment.
I know. I'm reading the comments too, and Alyssa's having me dying.
I'm going Woody's because every time that we are in Hollywood Studios, except for this last trip, which on our last Hollywood Studios day, we tried the buffalo chicken grilled cheese to like bring back an old bestie from the grave because she died a while ago. But we never want to eat anywhere else but Woody's. Mm-hmm. Like, we go to Baseline every like 1 to 2 trips in between for like a little snack, right? And it's like one of my absolute favorites. But when I need to go and have lunch, like, I'm eating at Woody's. Like, we are going to Woody's. I don't care if I'm walking across the park. That's where I want to eat. And the tachos are literally all my favorite things in a bowl. Like it is, and I love a grown-ups lemonade, and I love to get a bite of Cory's sandwich, and yeah.
Woody's is always the constant. It's always a
constant.
It's always
Baseline is not a constant, but Woody's is.
Baseline's not a constant. ABC Commissary is not a constant. We're just sticking with Hollywood Studios.
Correct.
Here. Woody's lunchbox is always okay. We're going to Woody's for lunch, right? Yes, we are. Yep. That's how it always is.
Yep.
Yeah. I also hope that people like do people think that I was voting for Baseline? Is that why that Caitlin's fired up or no? Or is she fired up on something else? Or is it because that we lost Regal Eagle?
Caitlin's fired up to be here.
Yeah, she's just excited.
Okay, no. Where am I at here? This is for right here. T Squiggle kicking us off, or T Squiggle vote down here? No, T Squiggle says, please Baseline. Liz votes for Woody's. Kennedy votes for Baseline. Caitlin votes for Woody's. So does Madison and Jordan. Kyla votes for Baseline. TNH votes for Woody's. Baseline is a crazy take for whole meal. Yeah, you're right. But it's damn good still.
I think it is a whole meal though.
Is it me, or do I feel as though like Caitlin's really just like screaming at her television, coaching a team
sure.
like, come on!
I hear
for sure. We have another vote for Woody's from Elisa. Riley votes for Woody's. Caden votes for Baseline, and Elisa says that Kevin James is disappointed in this outcome. He demands a recount. Is it?
Oh wow, that's from earlier still.
Oh,
maybe remember because we missed.
Regal Eagle versus Baseline. Yeah, I'm so sorry, Elisa. Me and Elisa have been going through it ever since the Connections Eatery vote.
Yeah,
has Caitlin had a Baseline
pretzel? I don't know. Good question, but
add it to her list for September.
Yeah, for this moment, Woody's Lunchbox is moving on to go up in the final against Satuli Canteen, which to me is a very fitting outcome for a final two. I think
without a doubt,
this is very respectable. Sometimes these brackets, it's like, oh wow, this is crazy how it made it. Like this is. I feel like if I had to picture it, this is right to me.
Yeah,
this is right, and I have my I have my answer.
I have mine as well.
Go ahead.
There has never been a Walt Disney World trip that we have ever gone on that we have not eaten at Woody's Lunchbox. It is. I would never go to Disney World and not eat at Woody's Lunchbox. So I am going Woody's. I am.
×2 in this department.
×3. I think that it is a quintessential, like if I think of a Disney quick service, I think of Woody's right away.
Without a doubt.
It's just,
you say quick service, I say, and I'm like Woody's, and they're like, oh no, we're not going to Hollywood Studios. I'm like, we'll figure it out how to go to Hollywood Studios.
I have lived without Satuli. I could not live without Woody's.
I agree. You're the same.
Yeah, I'm voting for Woody's. It's my I like it more, and like kind of you guys were saying, like I always have to go eat there, whereas Satuli not. But I will say that I feel like there's more to Satuli. Like food, Woody's is pretty basic,
yeah, for sure.
Like I just love it. So
yeah,
forever pick
but I also think that it's a basic done right though. Like I think that there's nothing on the menu where I look and I go, that's like that it wouldn't be good. I think if I had it, it would be good. Like I love the tachos, I love the brisket, I love the grilled cheese. I just love everything about it. And it's just a quintessential quick service to me. So gotta be. All of us are on the same page. Let us see. And Caitlin says that she'll stick with her Mickey pretzel.
No.
Can't do it. Come on.
No, Caitlin. Just try the good pretzel.
Please.
You'll never eat a Mickey pretzel again.
Agree. And it's also just for the cheese. I love the Baseline cheese.
Oh God, yeah, it's incredible.
And if you're feeling spicy, the mustard.
The mayo, yeah. Sorry, the mustard. The mayo. I was gonna say the mayo. No, because I'm thinking of those fries that I.
Fries, he's still on the fries.
I'm like, Mr. Kamal, come here and give me some of that. Yeah, please. Kennedy votes for Woody's. Oh, this is why. Yeah. I think that sometimes YouTube's weird with the comments where sometimes some don't come in right away. Like it's a weird little thing. So maybe
and we've been moving through fast.
And we've been moving pretty quick. Yeah. Kyla votes for Satuli. TNH votes for Woody's. T Squiggle and Caitlin and Liz all vote for Satuli. Elisa votes for Satuli. Caden says that a Mickey pretzel has nothing on a Baseline pretzel. Let me tell you that.
Yeah.
Madison votes for Satuli. So does Caden. Jordan has to go Woodies. Riley goes Woodies. Honorable mention for our girl, the queen, Caramel Koosh. Olivia votes for Woodies. And Lindsay votes for Woodies. Plus the grown-up lemonades are good.
Damn right.
It's
pretty close.
It's close, but not as close as other ones. And our winner,
I think it's Satuli's.
I think it's Satuli.
And our winner for tonight's bracket is going to be Woody's Lunchbox.
Let's go, baby.
There is our champ.
Nice.
Woody's Lunchbox. Yeah. There's how the bracket shook out.
I think that was
me.
Yeah. Yep. Look at baseline, just
baseline.
Yeah. Baseline.
Look at ABC Commissary. ABC Commissary really went through because don't forget Satuli had a bye and ABC Commissary did not have a bye.
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
Yeah. Easier road. Look, everybody's so sad. Heartbroken. Boo. What? Everybody's like unsubscribe,
dislike,
unfollow. But
Brianna just lost 200 subscribers.
Yeah.
But that is how the bracket shook out, which was so fun. We'll do all of our quick little plug things here, and then if anyone does have any questions, I know that we've been on for 3 hours, so if you guys want to leave and it's 3 hours is good, then that's okay. But we'll just pull up all of the little plug things. Bracket busted.
Caitlin.
If one thing, it's stubborn, and now I'm never trying the pretzel.
Yes, you are.
Please,
yeah, you are.
You will. Heidi's gonna put all of the links there, but there is the lovely Brianna Tata YouTube channel. You can go check her out if you're not subscribed already, which I'm sure that you are. But if not, go check her out. The best. They always have the best vlogs. Love it so much. I love your dynamic, you guys. It's just so good.
So fun.
Honestly, so great. And it's been so great getting to know you both. And we're so thankful for you guys. And then in terms of our channel, I found out my location for my Disney program. I'm going to be working in Hollywood Studios. Once again, my exact same location, which is crazy and exciting. You can see these guys down here right in this little corner.
Yeah, here we are.
And then in terms of other things, we had our little pin trading event that happened last weekend, which was so fun with Caitlin. She came for that event. And we also announced our Disneyland trip that is happening in August, which is so fun.
I was going to say, we can ask what Brianna next videos are coming up on our channel.
Anything to come.
That you want to
share. What do we have coming up? We have the rest of the Disney series, which is out right now, which have been so fun. I feel like they're my favorite vlogs that we've done because we tried to be a little bit more I don't want to say casual vlogging, but more in the moment vlogging, when we were pin trading, or
Absolutely.
I would prop the camera up while we were taking photos, and it was just fun to capture some of those moments.
We also did a lot more B-roll.
B-roll, I would say, which was great.
One,
yeah.
Which personally for me, I appreciate.
Cory loves. Yeah. So we've got a Polynesian Rest Day coming. That will be the next one. We've got a full Hollywood Studios Epcot Day, full Magic Kingdom Day. I have an every pin I traded at Walt Disney World, which was my first ever pin trading. That's
going to be an video.
Let's just say that I traded over 70 pins and I went with 10. So you do the math. And then I have a Walt Disney World haul. And then make sure you're following me on Instagram because Cory and I will do a Disney trip recap Q&A where you can submit any questions that you have from our recent trip. We'll go ahead and answer them. And we're hoping to record we've been very delayed. There's too many things.
Yeah.
Podcast episodes will come back. Not next week, but the week after.
Yes, and we agreed that just with our schedules and whatnot,
it's too hard to do every week.
We are really trying to do every week, and it's just not happening. So we are going to be very good at an every other week schedule.
Yeah, so that's
I love it. Mm-hmm. I love it. So many fun things. So like I said, definitely go check them out. You will not be disappointed if you haven't because they're just
just chaos behind the screen.
No, it's so good.
Fun.
So fun. And I also can't wait for the pin stuff. I've already seen all the pins, but I will gladly sit and watch every pin again because it is so fun and so good. And also people are saying that this was rigged. Look, totally rigged. Everybody's still heard about it. The last couple of things for us is you can use our code Sunny15 over at Magical Castle Company, which is up to Sunny15 until I leave for my program in May. So definitely go check them out. We leave their links in the description always. And then also we have our podcast, the Park Squad Pod. And our most recent episode was on Monday. And we ranked all of the Epcot attractions, giving us like a gut reaction number. And things got kind of wacky, kind of crazy. I guess that I pitched accidentally. I meant to say the most beautiful girl in school. Yeah. And I said like the beautiful lady standing there, which is Spaceship Earth. So then we petitioned for a new park icon to be Lady Epcot, which was Glenn Close holding Spaceship Earth up or something. Things just got way out of hand and wild. And I talked about like how Mission Space is like an MRI machine. Things just got wild. So definitely go check that out if you're interested.
I'm ready to listen to that.
Yeah. But that is everything here. I don't know, again, like if anyone has any quick little questions, because we've been on for 3 hours. But Brianna and Cory also have gone live on their podcast Instagram, and that's been fun. And hopefully they'll get into the YouTube live, which I think they would be so great at. So definitely subscribe to all their stuff. But we appreciate you guys for coming on again. You're welcome anytime.
This was so fun. I would literally come on every week.
As long as you keep on inviting us, we'll be
as long as you keep inviting me, I'm here. Anytime. I'm here for the hot takes.
This is the best thing. This is the best thing to do on a Friday
night. This is what I look forward to every week. Like when it's Monday, I'm like, we have the live Friday, and we make sure to eat dinner at a certain time, and then we make sure we're at the desk at a certain time. Like it is what I look forward to all week long. All week long.
Love it. Well, thank you guys. And thank you everyone who's watching after. Be sure to subscribe to both of our channels and check out all of the fun stuff to come. But we appreciate you. And we all hope that you have a great weekend to come.
And remember, it's always sunny. Bye.
Bye.